a video every week. Or each video. So it's like a unique video identifier. I'm still trying to decide if I want to leave after the wedding on Friday night, drive home, or try to find a hotel and stay over. Like, everything was booked when I checked. This is Columbus Day weekend. I'm not trying to pay an exorbitant amount.
Yeah.
For one night.
How far is it?
Almost 3 hours.
You just have to like not drink at the wedding.
Yeah. Which I can do if I don't know anyone. What's up?
No, I was asking a question.
Oh, hang on. Mm-hmm. We are live.
But then there's a brunch the next day that I was invited to. Like a post-wedding brunch.
But you don't know a lot of people?
I don't know how many people I'm gonna know. I'll know some for sure, but like there. I don't know how many people I'm gonna know.
That was weird.
That was weird.
I could have brought a +1, but I decided against that.
Blame ya. Are you still in conversation with said gentleman friend?
Not really. It's been like a little over a week, I think.
It was a slow fade.
Yeah, I think I might just put the hammer, nail the nail in the coffin this week. And just be like, hey, like, I know we haven't really been talking, like, I totally understand, like, I'm super busy, and no hard feelings. So, I mean, it sucks, but
It is what it is.
What's up, everybody?
What up?
hello.
I forgot to kind of share some of the feedback about our zombie stories last
Ooh.
episode. John, if you want to start there.
Yeah. Is that my Diet Coke?
I thought it was coffee.
You put coffee in there?
I just put ice in there, so whatever you
Oh,
gave
shit.
me.
I meant like just a regular cup. Here.
Oh,
I was just going to put Diet. Just give me the coffee. I'll put half the ice in here.
there you go. Stephanie says, this is about the Alpha Theta Brains episode. Great episode, so fascinating and kind of terrifying. Great start to the spooky season.
Mm-hmm.
Don't judge me, man.
I'm not judging you.
Baby, put the ice in here.
You do it. I'm reading comments.
I'm not judging you because there was one day last week where I was eating something. Oh, I was eating an orange and there was like a seed, and I was in.
It's gonna take me forever.
I was in my principal's office and I was talking to her and another one of the principals, and I was like looking around for like something to like spit the orange seed out with, and I was just like, I can't spit anything out, so I was just like. And they were like, Jen, what the fuck? And I was like, well, at least I didn't just spit it out. They're like, you need to turn around and do that. I'm like, I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking. I was trying. Anyway.
D says, okay, so I do not have his medical records, obviously, but from experience working in the medical field for 30 plus years now, infections can cause hallucinations, out-of-body experiences, etc. So if this gentleman had the infections as noted in his colon, the infections can cause extreme behaviors. That being said, though, I've never heard of this kind of fucked up cannibalism sort of infection, but most definitely people can lose their concept of self, time, etc. Wait till I tell y'all about the leg incident. Too many years of working in psychiatry and emergency medicine not to be able to share some hilarious and terrifying stories. Also, the gentleman is at an excellent age for the beginning of schizophrenia too, which is late teens and early 20s.
Ooh.
I don't know, man.
Nah, we'll see.
Dude, I know I was really adamant that it wasn't drugs. Dude, the more I think about it, I don't fucking know. It's so weird. Is it not strange? You know? So she says it's a bacteria.
Could be.
But to eat someone's face off?
I'm just saying.
Hey, Sydney, what's up?
Hey, Sydney. We're glad you're back.
Woot woot. Catocane.
Sydney, you've been with us for a while. When'd you... I sound like I'm a drunk.
No, you don't.
I sound like I'm a... Damn it!
Yeah, you should go
God
first.
damn it. I sound like I'm already drunk.
Well,
I just remember
is that not the case?
at the end of my party in over the summer, I guess I was slurring my speech a little bit, and so they were just trying to.
I just want to thank everybody here.
I mean, I didn't realize just how drunk I was at that point. I think because I hadn't eaten that much at that point, but even after that, because I was telling a story and they kept asking me to repeat the same phrase because I was slurring my speech. And they thought it was funny, but I didn't realize that they were laughing at me. I thought they just couldn't understand what I was saying.
With you.
It's fine. It was a good time. I can't wait to have my next party. It's going to be the Christmas one because there's a golf tournament on the 30th, which is when they told me they wanted me to have a Halloween party, but I'm not having a Halloween party.
We can have a party when D comes down. When you coming over here, Sydney? Charleston.
Not the West Virginia Charleston.
No.
Yes. Meet us in Charleston. Then she goes to
Let's
West Virginia.
be specific.
Oh my God, that one lady. We're not all inbred Ed. Okay, I'm so sorry.
Well, when you just said meet us in Charleston, I reminded me of when I was watching that show 1,000 Pound Sisters, and they had to travel to, I think it was Atlanta. I'm not quite sure where, to go to the doctor's appointment, and they because they do social media videos, and they had a meet and greet in the hotel lobby that they were staying at, and I felt really bad because they were waiting for so long for someone to come. I think a few people finally came, but I mean, it just kind of reminded me of when you said that. Meet us in Charleston.
Meet us there. Yes, Sydney, you're welcome too. Anyway,
All right, tonight I got a crazy story. Wait, we got to do the thing, the usual shit and everything, the shots.
We already did ours for we welcomed our newest.
That's horseshit. Are you serious? We got to do a shot every time. It's surprise shots.
Well,
every episode has to have one.
We have to do it for Sydney, clearly, today.
That's fine.
Would you like to pick a liquor?
Sydney, pick a liquor, any liquor.
Yeah.
Assuming it's one that we have.
If it's one that we have, we can do that. But if it's not, then we can't because it's
You
Sunday.
can also name like a certain kind, like a combination.
Yeah, I guess.
Shot, like
if
a buttery nipple or something like that.
Like if you want to make us miserable and mix liquors.
Yeah. We're just like waiting. Gin. Oh man, that gin was awful last time, but okay. Yeah, dealer's choice.
Beefeater.
Yeah.
It was not Beefeater.
No, it was like it was some botanical something.
Hey, Cindy, do you know what gin is? It's vodka without the juniper.
No, with juniper.
With juniper. So it's just vodka with an extra flavor, juniper, which is like a leaf.
It's a plant.
A plant.
Jennifer, Juniper. That's what my dad used to sing to me when I was little.
Sydney, you've been here for a while. You've been supporting us for a while. I really appreciate it.
I am kind of excited / not excited to go home this weekend. This upcoming weekend on Wednesday. Wednesday is not the weekend. It is Wednesday the week, during the week. I'm like excited because I haven't been home in over a year, but I know that within the first 20 minutes of being home, it's just going to be miserable.
Why? Your dad?
Well, not necessarily my dad. It could be my dad or my sister, or if sometimes my mom. It's just like whenever there's
Oh,
three.
your mom's super sweet.
I know.
though.
My mom usually. It's not usually my mom. Sometimes she gets on my case, but
I'm not a gin drinker, but
I like gin and tonics.
you know what I really like lately?
What?
A lot. And she doesn't buy it.
What? She's coming in with the shots.
What are you about to get?
Wild
complaining?
turkey.
The bourbon.
There actually is wild turkey in there. I just looked.
What the fuck?
Sydney asked her gin.
I'm drinking Southern Comfort over here. No, I'm talking about
there
this.
is just there is wild.
Well,
turkey
I mean,
in
unless I get a new setup.
there. Let
Finish
it
what you
ride.
have.
I
And
love
then
you guys. All those nights of listening. I can't believe it. I don't know who the hell would listen to us for hours. It just blows my mind.
People like Sydney.
Sometimes
I
good
really
people.
appreciate it.
Sometimes I think that I could do it, and then I listen to my own voice, and I'm like, actually, never mind.
Well, this is my therapy. So, So, Sydney, you're basically my therapist. 'Cause
How does it feel, Sydney? And how does that make you feel?
Did you know that's not actually the correct term because you're putting the whatever the incident is. You're not supposed to say how does that make you feel because
And how do you feel about that?
yeah, you could say that. I'm just going based off my basic counseling class.
Oh, cheers. All right.
It's
well,
all good.
Sydney, if you were ever down here in Charleston, I would come to where you are, but I don't fly.
And we are not taking an RV again.
Fuck no.
That was
Miserable.
I yelled at y'all so much, man, because Jen is like, Jesus, take the wheel on Snapchat. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
Okay, first let me clarify. I was not Snapchatting while I was driving. That was before the vehicle actually moved. And then I was driving for literally 2 minutes and you're like, "No." I was doing fine. I had my captain's hat on. It was great. And then John was like, "No."
Yeah, I would, no. Because you literally, I don't want to talk about it. This is for you, Sydney.
It was not a good experience.
I slept the whole way home. Cheers.
Cheers.
This is to Sydney. Jesus. Oh, fuck. That's to you, Sydney. Big shout out.
Woo!
Yeah, for real.
Well, tomorrow's National Vodka Day, so that's kind of like vodka.
You've been supporting us forever. We would love. I mean, if you're ever on the East Coast within a few states, like, come down, record with us.
I hope.
I mean, we're just normal people, man. I don't know why people think. I guess because we're on the internet and stuff.
Yeah.
That people,
I do kind of want it to be able to have this pandemic over, so maybe eventually we might be able to do a live show
I know,
again.
right? Nicole's like, I don't want to do live shows. I fucking love it because it gets me in my preacher mindset.
I'm just saying, it was a lot of work.
It was a lot of work. Maybe if we did like a trivia night instead.
Yeah.
Jim, we should start a religious podcast. I want to tell people about Jesus. I just want to preach, man.
Jesus.
Oh my God.
Anyway,
I
Would you
get the
want to
bug.
tell them about him?
that's all it took.
Today,
I gotta
Anyway.
actually do some Bible study. All right. anyway.
today in church.
Well,
the
there
homo-
was something that we were watching recently, and it called out like the chapter and the verse, and
yeah.
you like said what it was.
Yeah.
And I was like, I did not
mean,
know
that was-
this
that
about
was
That
you.
is
easy
true.
to-
I do have a great time drinking.
We all have a great time drinking.
Yeah, me too. Too much, actually.
I need a night out, like out, and I don't know where to do that in this area. I actually went downtown once with my sister and her friends when they were here, But I was kind of playing more of the chaperone role.
Because they were not of age.
Correct. They had their IDs taken away from them. So.
Oh my God. I had a fake. Well, it was my brother's old ID. So he basically, when he turned 21, he gave me his.
I tried to get my sister to do that for me, and she was not okay with it.
Well, I was gonna send my sister my old ID, my Massachusetts ID, but they took that from me when I got my South Carolina ID.
We would have a great time. I would want to go home by 10 p.m. because it's my bedtime. I'm old.
Remember when we went out for your bachelor party, John, and we had the guy with the Scooby-Doo dog?
Yeah.
And he was like talking about walking home from to the girl in the gas station or something.
Yeah.
Dark chocolate or something, he called her. And it was funny.
Well, today we got, so I guess I should do the regular thing. Well, you didn't do the bongos or anything.
We already took the shot.
This is an episode I gotta put on iTunes. You gotta do the bongos, dude. What the fuck?
We already took the shot, though.
Well, I'll just put it in front. What the
Okay.
Surprise!
Why you gotta say
shots.
this is for Sydney and everything? God damn.
All right, this one is for Sydney, who's with us on live chat.
Sydney. Thank you,
requesting
Sydney.
gin.
Fucking amateurs.
I forgot. I was just excited to drink more, I guess. Surprise shots. Surprise shots. We don't know what they are because they're a surprise.
Oh, what is this? Oh, it smells terrible. Oh, God. Oh. Oh. Shit.
Sydney's like, what the F?
What did they fuck?
I love some wild turkey.
That's not what we had a shot of.
No, I know, but
He
that
just
wild
really wants
turkey's
some.
really good. It's got a, I could tell it's got a lot of
Dennis is
sugar
going to
in
be
it.
so happy to hear.
It's good, man. It's a really good liquor. I drank that whole bottle by myself.
That's
like in here,
probably-
I'm like, damn, this shit is good.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
some left.
Is there?
Yeah.
Is it bourbon?
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, Sydney, thank you so much for joining us on today's episode. If you guys are new here, this is Talk Murder Me podcast. www.morbidpodcast. I gotta stop shouting them people out.
Yeah, that's like your new thing. Like before
Talking
it was-
about other people's podcasts. I've never listened to anyone else's podcast.
Me neither. That's the problem. We don't actually know what we're doing.
We don't know what we're doing. It's fine. We do our own thing.
Yeah, we did see that one in concert. They were terrible. Anyway,
Yeah.
if you're
we
new,
have a podcast.
if you're new here, this Talk Murder Me podcast. My name is John. I'm sitting here with Jen and Naquiz. This is episode 266. What? Fuck. What are we doing? 266. We sat here 266 times. Fucking
266 surprise shots.
This is episode 266. I put all my sources, photos, videos on talkmurder.com. And I've been getting better at writing blog posts, man. I actually had some very sweet person say, I really like this guy's writing style.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Proud of you, John.
And then I scrolled to the bottom and I was like, fuck, Brienne wrote this. So I changed her name to mine.
That's terrible.
I was kidding. But I put all my, I put this episode, all the photos and stuff on talkmurder.com. You definitely want to go there and see this beautiful socialite Hollywood millionairess. That is the word, millionairess. Millionairess, yeah.
Oh.
That was the word I learned. But you definitely want to go see that. She is, this is an older case in the 70s. So, but
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say this is not in America.
well, all right, yeah. Go ahead and tell me. Well, actually, so we're on live chat. Sydney, look at your screen. Tell me where this is. Where are we going? Who are we killing? Damn, I haven't used that in a long time. You know what? I should. I wonder if I could do the outro. Just, you know.
It's been a while.
I know.
It's been like over a
while.
year.
I need a new one.
I loved the Where We Going,
Yeah.
Who We Killing.
Yeah.
And us guessing with hints.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't
Yeah.
done them in a while.
No, I know. We've just
Sydney,
been-
Sydney, check
Drinking
out this thing on your screen. You can guess where we're going by the reason I put this here is by the shape of this. What is it called? Like a door stopper? Chicago. Shit. Well, I mean, I don't mean to laugh. That's a good guess.
I'm gonna go with England.
What about you, Jen? Sorry, Sydney. I didn't mean to laugh there.
He did mean to laugh at you, Sydney.
That was a dick move. That was a fucking dick. We've also been doing this a lot, so we kind of,
I don't necessarily disagree with Nicole, but my guess
Chicago is good. Yeah, you're good. I'm sorry, Sydney.
My guess would be Beverly Hills.
Oh,
because I told you about the Hollywood starlet. This story's about a Hollywood starlet. Starlet.
Yeah.
The shape of this is actually, it reminds me of the Pinkerton detective agency.
Mm-hmm.
So we are going to England.
Good job, Nicole.
But Nicole's been all over the world because she's,
I've been to London once. Oh, I would love to
It's
go
okay,
back.
Sydney. I am good at geography.
Yeah,
it's okay.
She's our third place geography bee winner.
She's been all over the place. I've been to every country that ends with Stan.
Yes, you're correct.
You got it. You got it, girl. You got it. You got it.
If you were thinking of geometry is the math.
I am
Geography
not
is
good at geometry.
Geography is the
I'm not good at
social
math at
science.
all, dude. Yes, Sydney, we're going to 81 Go ahead and pronounce that. I can't.
Catacan.
Actually, it's supposed to be a G. I think it's worn off.
Catacan?
Catagan.
Catagan. I can see that. Yeah, like it looks. If you're looking at that second C, it looks.
Oh.
I thought you were saying the first C was a G.
No,
Catagan. Okay.
Catagan.
Yeah, it's got a G in there. Sydney, I've only been to every country that ends with Stan and then Mexico. And Bulgaria. As you know.
I would like to go to Canada for some poutine.
For that sole purpose.
Yes.
I've only been to Canada. Oh, I've been to Canada twice, actually.
Specifically for the poutine.
All right, let's get it going.
I had some poutine the other day.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, there's a restaurant that they call it
Is it in
Canada.
downtown Somerville?
It is not. It is in North Charleston.
All right, so this is Sydney's apartment right here.
Damn, girl.
I know, she's fucking killing it. She got that podcast money. God damn.
That reminds me of like the building from The Parent Trap where the mom lived.
So this is obviously apartment townhouses that you can own. I would love to own this one. Check this one out.
That is gorgeous.
Oh, wow.
Now, this story, we're going to 1978. So, I mean, the furniture was obviously different, more.
Well, that's kind of like mid-century modern.
Yeah.
Like
It's
that.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I would
Look at
love
those
to.
windows.
I was specifically talking about that desk there.
Yeah.
This one apartment right here, 81, is the one you want. This is the one that has history. They all have history. But there are some very, very...
Murdery history?
Well, murdery history, and let's just say there is some very big names that have went through here. Andy Warhol.
Oh.
Andy Warhol. I know he's not really a great artist.
Well, he's not alive anymore.
Well, I know, but modern art. It's not.
Wait.
Oh, dude. Okay, let me do it. Let me do it. I gotta stop this for a second. 1 second, Sydney. I gotta stop this. You're gonna fucking flip the shit. Okay, we're.
Oh my gosh.
Hold on. Let me pull it up.
This is one of the greatest things I
What?
have seen recently.
Oh, I'm missing out on something.
I'm pull it up. Hold on.
Sydney, do you like art?
I like art.
I like art too. Who's your favorite artist?
I don't know.
All right, check this out. I showed Nicole this the other day because it came up on my newsfeed. This is fucking brilliant. Here, don't look, Jen. Don't look at the screen.
I've got to say, The title of this is the greatest title of art I have ever seen.
Yeah, look at it. All right. So this is just happened.
Oh, I heard about this. I heard about this.
Yes.
Okay, so this is from the Smithsonian. This is from the Smithsonian magazine. The title says, if you want to read this, Nicole.
Artist takes museums $84,000, returns with blank canvases titled "Take the Money and Run."
So this museum gave this guy $84,000 in cash.
And this was a museum in Denmark, I believe.
And he sent back in the crates. You know how artists send the crates back with their. He sent back 2 blank canvases and entitled them "Take the Money and Run." But the best thing is the shit he said about it. He would say, what would he say?
It has to do with, it was like a statement about the money, an amount of money that artists get paid for their work. Sydney, have you heard about this? This was amazing.
He said,
Work smarter, not harder. Yes.
He wrote this big statement about the wealth gap and all this shit. I'm like, dude, this guy is fucking amazing.
I just like the title is amazing to me.
Yeah, no shit.
Look at those people.
Yeah, they were
They're
like
like
literally staring at
pondering. Take the money and run.
Let's see. His statement is fucking
money
hilarious.
run.
Let's see if I can find it. Let's see.
Oh, yes.
The idea behind was to show how salaries can be used to measure the value of work and to show the national differences. I mean, he just sent them blank canvases. Fucking great, dude. I mean, go down in history. Holy shit. I love that shit, man.
I mean,
Love
just
that shit.
fucking brilliant, honestly.
$84,000. God damn.
I'm so glad we were able to work that somehow into this episode. That was great.
Yeah.
That was one of the best things I've seen like in a while.
All right, check out this apartment. Pretty nice, eh?
Yeah.
You know, it actually kind of looks like a university.
It does.
It's like the brownstones up in Boston.
Yeah.
So, who lives here? Some freaking broke schmuck?
No.
I would say no.
A wealthy person who has possibly inherited this building. This
apartment.
Yeah.
Or a group of not wealthy
no. So
people
the
who are
person-
splitting the apartment.
The person that lives here lives in 81. It's the unit 81.
Okay.
So, I'm imagining there's 100 units.
Eh.
And obviously, Jen lives in G unit.
Unit.
You know, that guy is amazing. I mean, no one else gets shot 9 times. Fucking survives.
Except a cat, perhaps.
Did you guys hear who's performing at the halftime show?
No.
Eminem, Snoop Dogg,
I love Eminem, man.
Mary J. Blige, Dr. Dre, and I think Kendrick Lamar.
Oh my gosh, that's going to be an amazing halftime show.
I'm not sure if it's Kendrick Lamar or I don't. He's the one. That's the one person who I think I heard, but I'm not sure. But yeah, the other ones are.
I love Dr. Dre. One of my favorite rappers, actually.
Yeah. You should go down to Compton and say that.
I mean, I would be truthful. This is like when Travels with My Father. They went to Compton and they're like chatting about like my favorite rapper, and he couldn't remember.
It was like, you listen to Spice Girls. Sydney lives in Compton.
Not far, right?
I'm from the mad streets of Gilbert. All right, Sydney, tell me what this is. What is this?
Plastic.
This has
Recycles.
something to do with the story. I didn't ask you guys. I asked Sydney. She's the one
Well,
that's saying
it would take like 30 seconds for her to respond.
We'd have to sit here patiently waiting.
I want to put her on the spot.
All right. So for you podcast listeners, for the podcast listeners out there, I'm showing you guys a picture. And what is this? The majority of this plastic
Plastic
bottles,
water
stuff
bottles.
like that.
Yeah.
The person that we're talking about tonight, the Hollywood socialite millionairess, is married to the person that invented plastic.
Oh.
Wow.
Well, no, excuse me, not to the person that invented plastic, but the person's
Son.
no. She married this guy named Brooks Baekeland. His grandfather invented plastic in the 20s.
Wow.
It was like 1928, and plastic, obviously, and you know what
has
a
destroyed
shithead.
the planet.
No shit, dude.
I mean, how could he predict that we would use plastic for every fucking thing?
Yeah, but so we're actually talking about the Harris. Is it Harris?
Heiress.
Fuck me. We're actually talking about the heiress of the plastic dynasty, and this is the rise and fall of the first plastic. It was called Bakelite.
Can I just tie this into the fact that it is Mean Girls Day today and the plastics?
Yes, please, thank you.
The Mean Girls were the plastics.
Is it really Mean Girls Day today?
It is.
It is.
It's October 3rd.
On October 3rd, he asked me what day it was. What day is it?
October 3rd.
All right. Yeah, no shit.
Danny
There's supposed
DeVito,
to
I
be
love
some
your
kind of worm that eats plastic. I
We
don't
need
know.
to capitalize on that.
But that's what's going to happen. We're going to develop some fucking worm that eats plastic, and then the worms are going to just overtake them.
I know, but I feel
No,
like that's a
what will
risk
happen-
we should be willing to take at this point.
Is what will happen. The worms will eat the plastic.
Noise.
They'll become a parasite.
Noise.
And then the birds will eat the worms.
Well, say it
and
again.
then birds.
I interrupted you for the podcast. Shit, say it again, please.
The worms will eat the plastic, and then the birds. Maybe chickens don't really eat worms. They eat feed, unless they're wild, I guess. But the number of chickens outnumber the amount of humans in the world. So we're already concerned about a chicken uprising. But if they eat these worms, then the chickens will, attack us, or the birds who eat the worms. That's how it's gonna end for us.
Yeah, fucking save the bees, man. Good point, Jen. So, the Bakelite plastic industry was by a Belgian chemist. Moving on, because I don't want to hear about all the travels of some particular host here. This was the world's first plastic invented by a Belgian chemist, and this is the heiress that married into the family, not related per se to the Baekelands, and Baekeland is spelled Baekeland. So that's how you spell Baekeland. So this is the heiress right here that married into it.
Oh, she's pretty.
If you want to describe her, Naquiz.
She looks like a movie star. I don't know. Very beautiful.
Nice cheekbones.
Yeah.
The pictures in black
Good
and white.
eyebrows.
Yeah, she does have nice eyebrows. I need to get mine done before the wedding.
So she died in 1972. So these photos, I would imagine 60s maybe.
This is more of a 50s, I think.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jen. I didn't know we had an expert photographer, historian here.
I was just going based off of the
On
hairstyle.
all things photography.
I was just going based off of the hairstyle.
So her hair is red. She has bonfire red hair.
Ooh.
Is it the
Very
bottle
red.
color?
Huh?
Is it the bottle color?
Is the what?
It's like bottled. Is it dyed
No.
red?
No, it's like red.
I know, but
Yeah,
you were
red
like
head.
bonfire red. I was like, well, it's not
You know what
just
they
the
say
name.
about redheads?
Nope.
You don't?
They have intercourse good, well, in bed.
I was waiting for you to just keep
I
falling.
thought it was, does the curtain match the drapes?
Does
Carpet.
Does the curtain match
Carpet.
the pubes?
Oh.
No, that's right. Curtain match the drapes. Right?
Carpet.
Does the curtain match the drapes?
No.
That's right. No, but the saying is
It's-
curtain match the drapes.
No, that's not the saying.
I've never heard someone say curtain match the carpets.
No, she said it's the carpet match the drapes.
Oh, there's a carpet match the drapes. Yeah, that does make sense.
Holy shit.
I just say, did the carpet match the pubes?
Sydney, can I get a ruling on this one? Like, holy shit, that was painful.
I usually say,
Curtains.
is the hair growing out of your head the same hue and hex code color as the one on your genitalia? That's how I usually say it. Do they make a Crayola color?
Oh my god.
Fire truck pube red. Fire truck pube
Red orange.
All right, this right here is Barbara Daly Baekeland. Daly is D-A-L-Y. So when I spell these things out, it's pretty much that I'm not confident that I'm saying them right, so I spell them out.
Oh my god.
Has
Carpet match the drapes. Thank you, Sydney.
That's what I said.
No, it's not, actually.
No, that's what I said. Jen said carpet match the curtains.
And
No,
you
I said curtains.
elaborated.
I said curtains match the drapes.
And I corrected to say carpet matches drapes, and you're like, no,
Okay,
it's
okay.
curtains match the carpet. I don't know.
No, wait.
That's what he said.
This
Who's
is
on first?
who you're looking at now is Barbara Daly Baekeland. Now she was married into the Baekelands. That's how she is known. She is extremely beautiful, and everyone knows that. She has modeled for Vogue and a bunch of other magazines. But she was born September 28th, 1921. She died November 17th, 1972. So this is her story right here that we're covering tonight. Now, she grew up middle class, definitely not how she died, which was wealthy. Well, we'll get to that. But she married into that by marrying into the Baekeland, the first inventor of plastic family. And if you invent something like plastic, you're going to be fucking rich. Let's just be honest. You know what I'm saying?
Unless it doesn't work out for you.
Yeah. So she was born and raised in Cambridge, Massachusetts.
Ah.
Bonfire red hair, milk white skin. Now, this is how all the papers describe her as. And tonight we're actually going to July 1972. This is how her life is right now. So July 1972. Now, remember, I said she died November 17, 1972. So usually I'll start episodes with the murder. But for this case specifically, I'm starting with the attempted murder.
Oh.
And then that same person who she didn't file charges against comes back in November that same year. Was it July to November, 4 or 5 months? 6 months?
4 months.
4 months later, and does her in for good. So, and I'll put her photos and everything on talkmurder.com. There's definitely one photo you definitely want to see. It's a bathtub photo.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay.
Is this person it's almost like the tomato killer.
What?
The tomato
redhead.
The tomato killer.
I'll give you $300 right now if you can tell me that guy's name. And which is saying a lot, because I think I barely have $300, and probably not even. I'd probably overdraft fucking sending that to you.
I'm gonna let you keep your $300
because you don't know.
because
Do you know?
Yes, I do.
I was drinking.
Are you going to bet me that I know? I know every killer I've researched because I do a shit ton of research. I do know the killer's name. You want to go? You want to put money on it? If I don't know the killer's name, I'll give you money. And keep in mind, people, we don't have a lot of money here in this fucking studio.
The name that's coming to mind is a different killer's name.
Go ahead. Tell me the name that's coming to mind.
I 100% know, but I think it begins with a B.
So, Sydney, we're talking about the Tomato Killers, episode 3.
Yes.
They're asking me if I know his name.
No. Well,
Jen definitely doesn't know the name.
no, I do not.
But they think I don't know the name. And
I
they're
didn't say-
willing to bet me money.
I didn't say you don't know the name.
All right, what's
Well,
the name?
Who's willing to bet me?
You're
I
trying to
will
bet.
All right,
you.
all right. How about this? If I get the name right, you guys take a shot. If I get it wrong, I take a shot.
Okay, fine. That's fair.
I mean, it's a win-win for me.
Fair. It's a win-win for us all, really.
And
All
Sydney
right.
gets to pick the shot.
Fair.
She's gonna pick gin
we,
again.
we do have absinthe, Sydney, if you
No,
want to
no,
be
no, no,
really
no, no,
brutal.
no, no.
Why would you
No,
say
no, no,
that?
no, no.
Anyway, all right, John, what's
Why
the
do
name?
we have absinthe?
We still haven't finished it.
That one bottle?
Oh, it's lasted us for 3 fucking years.
All right.
All right, John, what's the name of the killer?
Okay. Give me a break. I am guessing the name of the killer, the tomato killer.
No.
Uh-uh.
Don't even open up a window. Say it now. Yeah, what's the name?
I'm going to
Hands
say
on-
it as I
hands-
type.
Hands on your head.
Hands on your head. Say the name. Say the name.
I believe
Say my name. Say my name.
his name is Joseph Medley.
Okay, type it up.
Oh, that looks like him.
Oh, look at this. Talk murder me right here.
Wow, we're
Oh.
the first search.
Your ass is taking a shot.
I gotta give it to you, John. That's impressive.
Yeah.
I know all my killers, man. I actually do research. I'm not like fucking
Good for
I'm
you.
impressed that you-
my
not
favorite
only-
murder.
All right, Sydney. What shot would you like Jen and myself to take?
I am asking you for grace.
She's
and-
like, please, dear God, not absent.
Sydney, fucking the worst shit you can think of. Breast milk from Cambodia.
We don't have that.
What the fuck, John?
Wild turkey. Ah!
She knows I'm gonna want to take a shot of that shit too. Just pour 3. Fuck, I want to take that shit too.
Just bring the bottle.
I can't believe
Sydney's like, what the
you
fuck are
guys.
y'all talking about? Get on with the damn
I'm
story.
not impressed that you know it. I'm just no, wait. Let me finish my.
There's
let me
some
finish.
stories I forgot though.
That's what I'm saying. How do you remember all the way back 3 years ago? Like, how does it not? Like, is your brain growing? Like I feel like I would run out of room. I got like monkeys with symbols in
No,
my head.
so
That's what I
here's
got
how
going
my-
on.
There's not wingdings up in there.
Here's how my brain works. Things like, my parents' birthdays, my birthday of my niece, my nephew, all this stuff gets pushed out and replaced with serial killer knowledge.
Okay,
I
that's
hope
fair.
my brother doesn't hear this.
Sorry, we missed both your niece and nephew's birthday this year. I'm pretty sure.
Did you say your niece and nephew's names? Is that what you said?
No, I said my birthday,
Okay,
my
we'll
niece
get
and
you
nephew's
extra good
birthdays.
Christmas presents.
Huh?
What's the new baby's name?
Phil
Miles.
Genzo, she ain't got none in there. They're the same
Noah?
fucking shot glasses.
Miles. Oh, I
Like
knew.
Miles Davis.
You can leave that wild turkey up in here.
No. We've gone through quite a lot of this. Gonna outweigh the table.
Yeah. Fall out of the ceiling. Oh no, my water's leaking. Uh-oh, my water broke. Oh my gosh, could you imagine?
Fucking having a baby. How is that,
I
Sydney?
actually had a
Sydney,
nightmare
how is
last night.
having a child? Holy hell.
Just period. There was no
Dude,
follow up. Just
I-
what's it
sometime-
like having a child?
No shit. Like, dude, like right now, Sydney, our dogs are locked in the room. If that was a 3-year-old baby, they'd still be locked in a room, right? We can do that.
I wouldn't advise.
I mean, if there was a baby
That.
monitor,
I mean, I can't do it, man.
maybe not 3.
I guess if you have, they make the collars for babies, the ones that
No.
shock.
No.
No, that's not a thing for children.
Could you imagine if I was pregnant and like
And had the baby right here on Talk Murder Me podcast.
I had a nightmare that I was pregnant last night, actually.
Well,
Maybe
that's-
that's why I was in a bad mood this morning.
Maybe, but that's not the truth. I mean, it is the truth that you had the nightmare, but we know you're not pregnant because our youngest dog, Luna, when I walked into the studio this morning, she was chewing up your bloody tampon on the floor.
ew.
That's a thing that dogs do.
Yeah.
fuck.
I don't know where she would have gotten it.
She had eaten about a good half of it, and the rest of it is in the trash can. But yeah, most of it's gone. there was blood everywhere. Like in most of the cases we do, there's blood everywhere.
I don't understand how that's why I have the lid that closes it.
She's figured it out.
She figured out how to open the trash can with the lid.
She's probably smarter than we give her credit for.
Oh, she's a fucking idiot.
She is dumb. She's a dumb
She's
dumb little girl.
I thought she was smart. That dog's dumb, yo.
Worse than Hubble?
Yeah.
Yeah. She ain't smart, man. I thought she was.
Hubs is like kind of oblivious.
I think she was smart, but since she's only got one eye and she kept banging her head on.
Oh my god, stop. That's terrible.
It's sad.
I don't know how you do it, Sydney, but Mama
Cheers
Bear's like
to you.
Yeah, cheers.
I can't wait for our chicken pot pie to be ready.
I haven't had chicken pot pie in forever. That is good.
You know what? It's a lot better in a fucking mixed drink.
It's not really a shot whiskey. It's more of a sipping.
It's fucking
bourbon.
It's a lot better in Diet Coke. They're always trying to murderize themselves. What?
That's why you have to childproof everything.
I remember when I was a baby, one of my first memories is me putting I had like a, I was pouting or something, kind of, like I was doing 3 hours ago. And I had put my head under my covers. This is one of those first memories. And I was like, I'm going to kill myself by suffocating myself,
I used to tell myself I'd use my pillow. I would like turn over and put a pillow. I mean, this is not a good conversation to go down, but.
So you only got one, Sydney? Just one? One
no,
and done?
I'd rather jump off a building, but he's cool.
That's funny.
I love it.
That would be cool to have a little sidekick, man. Like a little mini.
Nicole's like,
We'll probably get one in a couple of years. No, not. I'm talking about like, one that's like 18 looking for his daddy. That's fucked. I need to stop drinking.
I was thinking about adopting a kid.
Shit.
I seriously had a nightmare that we were having a kid.
We?
Yes.
Mean you?
Like you were the father.
No, you were the dad.
And then you're trying to call me? This motherfucker changed his number?
Yeah, what happened in the nightmare? Were you
I
like in labor?
I think this is why I woke up in a really bad mood because it was really weird. So in my dream, I got pregnant, found out that I was pregnant, but we were kind of happy about it.
Fuck,
and
I wasn't goddamn. That's when you know that shit.
But
is not real.
we were telling our parents. So like it was at the stage where our parents do, because I was like at the 8-week mark or something like that in this dream. But then like I don't know, I somehow came to realize, oh my gosh, wait, no, I can't. It's impossible to get pregnant because I have an IUD, or if you do get pregnant with the IUD, it means you're gonna have an ectopic pregnancy and you have to abort the child, otherwise I would die.
Yeah,
and
ectopic pregnancy.
I think that's what happened in the dream, is that I realized I still had the IUD in, but I was pregnant, and so
wait, what is this? Ectopic?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What is this?
My mom had
baby...
an ectopic pregnancy
What
before my
really?
sister.
What does that mean?
The baby grows outside of
the baby was like it gets like stuck in a tube in my mom's case.
So if you have
you can't like
IUD?
she would have died basically if you continue with the pregnancy.
Holy shit.
So that was my dream. It was that we had gotten pregnant, but like we couldn't get pregnant because I had the IUD, and so it was an ectopic pregnancy. But we were happy about it. But then we were like, oh wait, no, we're not happy about it because otherwise I'm gonna die. It was fucked. It was very realistic, and it woke me up in a very bad mood, and I almost ruined the day for everybody.
Dude, I can imagine being a woman. I mean, you guys.
I know, Sydney, right? Like, not cool. I mean, I just can't imagine. I cannot
imagine. Being a
imagine.
dude is so fucking great.
Yeah.
Dude, if I'm driving home on the interstate and I got to take a piss out my penis, I just pull over on the side of the road and I pee
and take
out
a
of my
whiz.
penis.
I've literally seen him do it. And then I've seen him like pee on the car a little bit and be like, whoa, you stopped peeing on my Subaru.
Place. You know what? I saw that tampoon this morning. That, I thought it was, from one of them alien movies. We've been watching Shudder and all them alien bloody things come out. I thought it was one of them on the floor.
You know what's also not fair is that most people who get the IUDs in them, they stop getting their periods. No, I have to be one of the few that has to keep getting their fucking period. Rude.
Rude.
I
Not
wish there was a
cool.
pill that I could. I want to experience a pet period because I don't think it's that bad. I think you guys just kind of
Fuck
make
you.
it
You have
seem-
no idea.
We should get him one of those machines.
Oh, are you fucking kidding?
Yeah, they make
Yeah.
little cramp machines, and so you could experience what it's like to have menstrual cramps.
That is bullshit.
Sometimes it hurts so bad, I like double over and can't.
Let's
like,
get it.
It's so sharp,
And
It
then we'll
hurts.
return it
feels
within
like-
the Prime window.
It feels like someone's stabbing
Huh?
my insides.
We need to get that machine so
Yeah.
he can experience it. And then we'll return it within the Amazon return
Yeah,
window.
yeah.
What the fuck is a menstrual disc?
Instead of having a tampon and you stick it up or
Wait,
having a
what's a
pad.
tampon?
Yeah, it's
That's
just,
what you.
that's
Oh,
what
you said
A
tampon.
tampon.
Yeah, okay.
That's what they're called.
They're
No.
tampons, but instead of having a tampon or
Tampon.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
But
What was
you
I
can call
saying,
it
tampon.
yeah,
John asked one time. He's like, "How does this work?" So I had to give him a little demonstration. I was
This
like,
thing's
"Here's
crazy.
the
You
applicator."
pull down the string and the fucking cotton flies out.
No, you don't pull this. You don't pull the
Oh, you
string.
don't
You,
pull
put,
the
you
string?
push it
it's
up
the applicator. You
push the applicator.
You
applicator.
pull down the string and the
to
cotton.
take it out.
Take what out?
The
the
tampon.
tampon.
You pull a string and the tampon flies in your vagina.
No.
That's not how it works?
The
All right,
applicator.
So the tampon
I
is.
feel like I
fuck's
should
an
go get.
applicator?
So the tampon is in the beer bottle, right? And so
Should
you
I-
I'm
push.
gonna open the episode with that.
And so
Welcome to
Oh,
Talk
I'm out of
Murder Me.
tampons, actually, so-
the tampon is in the beer bottle.
So the
Welcome to
tampon,
Talk
all right,
Murder
the
Me.
tampon's in the beer bottle, and the beer bottle is the applicator. So you push the applicator up so that the tampon rises out of the applicator. Then you pull the
Toxic shock syndrome.
The string, man. Oh
so
God.
the string is attached to the tampon, so you can pull the tampon out of
Hey,
you.
don't
Yes.
do the fucking thing, Jen. God damn it. Don't fucking do the movement. Are you shitting
You have
me?
to. It's like
Jen was like
Yeah.
very robotic with it, like, eh.
Well, yeah, you get that shit out of me.
It's
Yeah.
like you just fucking
because
eh.
it also kind of hurts
Yeah.
because it expands when it's in you, so it hurts
Because
when
it
you pull
soaks
out.
up all the blood. The menstrual disc you
Why
put
do
up
you even
there.
need it? You just fucking.
Do you want me to like have blood all over the things? All over the things, like the
Like, it'll-
couch, the chairs,
Our pants.
I don't fucking get it, man. Why do y'all even do that? It's gross.
You know,
It's
It is.
disgusting.
That is what we have
I
to do
came
to
in-
facilitate
I
life.
came in this
Did
morning
you
and saw that
know?
fucking thing on the floor. It looked like a goddamn alien.
I don't understand how Luna got it.
The fucking
'Cause
dog
I-
was chewing on it. There was blood all on her teeth.
I will say dogs gravitate.
that shit was
towards that.
fresh, yo.
I haven't had my period in a
Fresh.
week, so
That shit was on her teeth. And she had consumed half of it. It's inside of her stomach.
She's gonna be pooping out bloody tampon.
oh my god! Did I tell you what else I pulled out of her
Yeah.
butt?
Dude,
no,
we
no,
gotta
no.
get on with this shit.
Additionally,
If we're,
additionally,
if we're gonna eat this chicken pot pie, we gotta get on with this shit. Nah, unless y'all want to finish this, I'll
she had
pee.
something with
Let me
string
pee.
hanging out of her butt.
Wait, start over. I'll pee.
Okay.
Y'all start with this
Okay, so
because I gotta pee.
I told you about the fluff coming out of Luna's butt. And thank you. I know, Sydney, all dogs do that. It is a thing. That's why I have the garbage can in the bathroom has a lid on it. And so unless
Murphy
I put it in
doesn't
the
do
other
that.
one, like, which is possible. Maybe I forgot to put one in
Murphy
the other
doesn't
one.
go in my bathroom because I think he's afraid that he's gonna get a shower.
Oh, if we take him to the beach, he's gonna have to learn the shower situation.
Right. He probably last time we took him to the beach, he didn't really go in the water. You remember?
True. Oh, but we still do. We still it's just the routine. Whether they get in the water or not, after the beach, they go in the shower.
Then he'll have to deal with it.
He will learn.
But he did go in the water when we took him to the barrel. So I don't know. Maybe it was the waves that he didn't like. I don't know.
So Luna, the other day, this was at some point in the middle of the week. She was sitting on the couch, and I was like, "What is this?" It was like a little piece of string.
No.
And it was hanging out of her butt, and I was like, "Okay, Luna, like this one's gonna hurt again." And it looked like it looked like a piece of like dental floss, but it may have been a portion of the carpet, to be honest with you, because you know how she
Yeah.
does. So it may have been like the fibers of the carpet. And it looked like there may have been some barnacles attached from our buoy
Oh,
that we
God.
saw. So I was like, Luna, this is gonna hurt. So I just slowly pulled it out of the girl's butthole. And it was fine. She didn't yelp or anything. I was like, dude, you eat the weirdest fucking shit I have ever. Luna was your stripper name. Why? Like, actual your stripper name? Or was that your street name?
Beer. Do you want anything?
No, I'm good. I still have a little bit left. So I pulled out the string of oyster shells. It says it'll be ready in like 20 minutes. We have like not even started this episode. She went to get a beer.
Yeah, give me one.
The chicken pot pie will be ready in like 20 minutes.
It don't matter. We gotta do the story.
I know. So I'm just know I may have to get up in 20 minutes to take it out of the oven so it doesn't burn. Any hoozles.
Are y'all done?
Yeah, we talked about Luna's butthole and
Y'all talk about cooking and cleaning.
and having periods. I have not tried a menstrual cup though.
Cooking.
So
Oh my god, I am not doing this. Menstrual cup. Fuck. Let's get on with the story. Holy titties.
does it help with your cramps, Sydney?
I fucking do not goddamn care. Menstrual cup?
I would love to know
what it
how
is.
the menstrual cup helps with your cramps. Anyway, carry on.
I heard that people like it a lot. Once you try it, you don't go back.
I may try it.
You're getting this thing.
Oh,
It's attached to this bottle.
Your
breathalyzer.
Ichiban.
I think I need to get one before I go.
Yeah.
What you looking for?
I'm looking for the thing.
It's your Sapporo. That's what it was. Sapporo bottle
I'm looking
opener.
for the mouthpiece for the breathalyzer.
So yes, it does help with your cramps, Sydney. Because
No,
if that's the case, I may need to try one.
I'm done with that conversation, yo.
All right, I'm
You're
gonna,
the one
I'm
who
gonna
brought
try
it
it,
up, to be
Sydney.
fair.
I'm gonna try it. Is it backwards?
Oh shit.
I thought it looked weird.
In the
Wait,
pocket.
is it?
Yeah, it
you
was,
got it
but you
right
have to
this
push it
time.
again.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's no
that's
mouthpiece.
where you put it in.
That's
Are
what
you
she said.
sure? Because it didn't go anywhere with the proper amount of lube.
I'm so lucky.
You can ask old Jew about that.
What was your thing?
0.8. What's your thing?
0.8.
Point 0.08. I'm barely illegal. 0.082 or something like that. All right, let's get on with this.
Calculating. 0.02.
That's it? 0.02? Bull titties.
That's what it said.
That fucked. How many shots have you taken?
3. But you have more alcohol in your drinks.
All right, let's get on with this.
This is only my second beer.
All right, let's get on with this story, guys. Seriously.
Okay.
Where did I stop?
Um,
That was a long fucking.
0.12.
Holy shit! That was shit. That was
Nicole
a long
wins.
You were such a lightweight. Holy shit. 0.12.
she is the tiniest out of all
Literally
of us.
fucking hammered. I'm buzzed, and Jen is like, "Wait, did I just do something?" All right.
See, I can have a beer after the wedding.
Where did I stop this stuff at?
She married the grandson of the guy who had plastic.
Oh, yeah, okay, I got you. Sorry.
Also, this was you were talking about July. July and then
Okay,
November.
I got it. Sorry, Sydney, we freaking derailed, man, like crazy. Holy shit, that was at least 20 minutes. We gotta stop doing that shit. This is episode 260 something 6.
I think we're a little bit better about it though.
Our derailments are 20 minutes versus 2 hours.
Yes.
So tonight we're going to 81 Cadogan. Is it Cadogan?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to 81 Cadogan Square. And this is July 1972. Now, usually I start the stories with the murder. You know, clickbait or whatever. And I'm salacious. But
today we're starting with the tampon is in the bottle.
Today we're actually starting with the attempted murder. So this is July. And I told you earlier that she died November 17th, 1972. So a couple months later, the same attempted killer that and then we're talking about Barbara Daly Baekeland. The same person that attempted to kill her. And we're going to go into the attempted killing. He really, really wanted her to die.
Oh, that's sad.
She decides not to press charges. A few months later, November, that's it. She walks back into her apartment and she gets stabbed. Boom, she's dead.
Oh.
And we're going to get into that. But this is the attempted murder. July 1972. She walks back into her unit, her apartment, 81 Cadogan. Now, don't think of her as having like a full-time job like Jen or Nicole or me have, or I have. She is a socialite. So she walks in from just being at the gym or Starbucks or wherever. You know, her day revolves around her. So that is what she does. She is a socialite. She models on occasion. But so she is walking in from an activity that she has done for herself, whether it's hanging out with a celebrity like Andy Warhol or someone like that, or just going to the gym. She walks back into her own apartment. This is midday, and she is confronted with a killer who was already in the apartment.
Mm.
And if you want to read this, Nicole.
She did not see her assailant until it was too late. Pushing open the front door of the house in Kensington Square, the upmarket London enclave where she was staying with a friend, Barbara Baekeland was about to take off her coat when the maniac jumped out and tried to grab her.
Now, Kensington Square, that is the actual square where Cadogan departments are.
Okay.
So that's why that is like that.
Can I just make a comment really quick? This isn't a whole thing.
No, moving on.
No, wait, I promise. I like your new text. It reminds me of Jeopardy.
It does. Yes.
I don't
Was
want
that
you to
on
look at that.
purpose?
No, it wasn't on purpose. It's because you're blue and you like to read.
Oh, he
I'm
did it for
blue?
you.
No,
Yeah.
I did it so
Yeah,
it's...
you're blue.
Like, oh, okay.
No, I did it so
thought
it's
you meant-
easier for me to remember. The pink, when it comes pink, that means it's something to do with penis or incest or something like really gross.
So that means that I'm reading it.
Yeah.
I don't even like pink.
And if it's green...
But on Wednesdays, we wear
wear
pink.
Yes.
And if it's green, it's something to do with physics or chemistry or something.
Oh,
Some-
yeah.
Something to make you sound smart.
All right. The maniac jumped out and tried to grab her. So this guy has been waiting for her. Now, if you see the photo of her at talkmore.com, she is beautiful. She has been in Vogue magazine, and I'm going to get to her background here in a second, but she had a short stint as an actress. I believe she did audition for several films with big actresses. I just don't think she was a good actress. You know how some people just aren't really good at acting? You know?
Gasp.
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves is a good actor.
Shit.
Are you thinking of Nicolas Cage?
Well, both. I'm just kidding. Because Keanu
Reeves-
Reeves is cool. He probably will hear
Yeah.
this.
I feel like there's been a resurgence of people who love Keanu
Yeah,
Reeves.
and there's a new Bill and Ted movie.
Can you imagine? Like, do you know?
I've not
fucking-
seen Bill and
There
Ted.
have been
What?
celebrities that have heard us on this podcast. There's no doubt about it.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Isn't that fucking nuts, man? They're probably like, who is this fucking shithead?
I mean, I'm just saying, if you're a celebrity, if you want to, you gotta you gotta subscribe to us on Patreon to talk to us, honestly. But if you're wealthy enough, you can afford this.
Yeah.
You can do a custom donation and help us out of abject poverty.
Yeah, if you just give us, dude, if you give us $1 million, we'll be out of here, man. If you don't like what we're saying, pay us off, yo. What the fuck?
Or if you do like what we're saying, also pay us off.
We're literally in this
Anyway,
for money. All right, never mind. Moving on. No, we're not. I'm just kidding. All right. That was fucked. I'm cut that because that's horrible.
She's beautiful.
Yeah, she is beautiful. So that's a photo right there of Barbara. That's when she was younger. Now I want to before we
change the thing on the so Sydney can see it.
Oh shit, she's looking at Jen, but Jen is also beautiful.
Oh my God, thanks, John. That's the first time you've said that.
But
That
let's
means
just
a lot.
put this girl in there. I'm just kidding, Jen. You are beautiful, Jen.
Oh my God, that's the nicest thing I think you've ever said to me.
He doesn't even call me beautiful.
That's bullshit.
Accurate.
So, this is another photo of the Hollywood, I would say model, starlet. I don't know if that's the proper word, starlet.
She
Yeah.
looks regal. Like, she doesn't look like just a model. She looks like she's like a Grace Kelly-esque, you know?
Yeah, I feel like there are definitely different levels of beauty.
Mhm.
Like you can be beautiful.
She's like classically beautiful.
yeah, she has that classic look. Aw, thanks, Sydney.
Sydney, yes.
And John, you're just ugly as shit. Thank you so much, Sydney.
Stop
That
fishing.
really-
Stop. This isn't about you. This
and John,
is
we
not
hate-
about you.
yeah, that's true. You hate my haircut.
I like
Oh,
the haircut.
stop it.
I'm just kidding.
I
Don't
like
don't say
actually-
anything, Cindy. I'm
I
trying to
actually-
hijack. I'm trying to hijack Jen's compliment.
You're fishing.
I'm sorry.
I actually like cannot wait for Halloween so he can like wear the little part in his hair and have the little suit.
I mean, are you just going to throw on your army uniform? You still have it.
No, what?
You know what he needs to do is order like a Dr. Evil costume.
Oh.
All right, what we need to do is keep getting going on with this episode. Did you not give me a beer?
You opened it already. It's behind you.
Oh, shit.
But I need the bottle opener. Oh, it's right
She's
here.
got it. All right. All right, we're gonna move on, man. We're gonna get going here. This has gone way too long. July 1972, the maniac that was in her home was waiting for Barbara to come into the door. She immediately takes her coat off, and you saw the house. Like, she walks up the stairs. She takes her coat off. And this is July. Like, why is she wearing a coat? I guess London maybe be cold.
It's probably not as well. I mean, I don't know. It's different weather in London. It's probably as a rain jacket because it rains there all the time.
And this is a very wealthy apartment. Even though, as you'll see, Barbara at the time thought she was living in shambles because that's how rich people think. But anyway, moving on. She walks into her home, takes off her coat, and immediately the maniac attacks her. And you got to read some stuff. What?
Nothing.
What? Say it.
No.
All right. What are you doing, dude? Let's go, man. Let's
I'm
go.
listening. She takes off
Jen-
her coat.
Jen, come on up. The attacker, now this is from one of the news sources that I used. Quote, grabbing a fistful of hair so that it tore and ripped the scalp. He began dragging her into the road to throw her under a passing car. So this guy really wants to kill her. He takes not the one thing, but he takes the prime thing that she uses for her success so far, which is her beauty. That hair, that bonfire, redhead, good in bed from what I've heard, and drags her into traffic.
That's terrible.
He takes that red hair, drags her into traffic where the red hair, a big clump of it in the back, comes out.
Oh.
So he's holding it, and they actually find the hair there on the sidewalk. So, if you want to read this, Naquiz.
She tried to resist by clinging to the gate, so he began slamming it backwards and forwards on her fingers, harder and harder. He smashed the metal against her hand, breaking her thumb in 3 places.
So, there's a gate in front of this Cadogan Square, and she is desperately trying to stay in the gate because outside the gate, there's cars passing by. And his intention was obvious to her, and that was to take her and throw her under a passing car, which will then kill her. And she definitely did not want that to happen. So she is, with all of her inner being, trying to stay within the gates of her apartment complex. Okay. But as she is holding on for dear life, he is taking the gate and slamming it against her fingers and her thumb, which she breaks in multiple pieces, and it's making the clinking sound and everything. He is really trying to get her to let go of the gate. But from what you're about to learn, the killer was actually a weak individual, and he could not pull her completely away from the gate. So he decides to change his method of killing her. He wants to kill her. He's going to kill her, but throwing her under a passing car is not going to work because she is too strong. So he runs back into her home and he grabs a carving knife. You know what a carving knife is?
Yes.
Like for turkey.
Yeah. So, you know, you don't have a carving knife.
Well, are you talking about an electric carving knife? Because no, I do not have
like
a
a regular carving
Yeah.
knife. You do?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like a rich people thing.
It's in the butcher block.
Like people that have spoons for soup. Like assholes. We just have spoons.
we
don't
have.
have
I mean, we
soup
have big
fucking spoons.
spoons and little
We
spoons.
have big spoons and little spoons. We don't have soup spoons.
No,
Well,
but perhaps we should. The
So,
big spoons are essentially soup spoons.
I've been eating a lot of wonton soup lately.
what the fuck? Jen? It
I
does
like
sound
wonton
good.
soup.
Yeah.
He runs into the home, grabs a carving knife, comes back. Now he's shouting out at the top of his lungs. Anyone that would listen, and if you're around this area, you know, especially if you live here, you are of wealth. That any woman that was to come and try to save her, he'll kill her too.
Mm.
Now this isn't a wealthy community. Cadogan Square. Like, you have, like, big people that come here, musicians. I mean, this is all in way the 60s. We don't know any of these people, but you know what I'm saying? Big
We know
people.
of them.
Yeah. That are coming here. And this is all happening in broad daylight. Now, if it wasn't for her friend, who his name is Sue Guinness, she shows up.
As in Guinness the beer.
Or Guinness World Record.
I guess. I don't know. Or it's just in...
Guinness.
Her last name is Guinness. I don't know. Fuck.
Another heiress, I was thinking.
Maybe. Sue Guinness shows up, and she is the prime reason that this murder didn't happen. Now, the murder does happen 4 months down the road in November, like I said, but this is going to prime the story of how extreme this case is. He is slamming the gate on her fingers enough to break her thumb into 3 places. At the last moment, when he comes out with a knife, Sue Guinness pulls up and basically runs him off because, as you'll see, he's a weakling. And even with the knife, he didn't want to face a full-grown adult. I mean, he is an adult himself, but you know what I'm saying. Like,
Right.
I mean, he is a scrawny, really scrawny person. So he runs off. But the police are called. Now, even though there wasn't a formal police report filed by Barbara, even though half of her hair is laying on the sidewalk, there was no formal police report filed. They quickly caught up with him. He runs off into the neighboring streets. What do you guys think of this so far?
Cray.
Yeah.
Who would do this?
And why?
Someone who's obsessed with her. A stalker.
An environmentalist.
Sydney, are you still listening? Who would do this? If you get it right, Jen would take a shot.
Well, Jen clearly is the one to play catch up.
Yeah.
Ketchup. Oh yeah, that's right. You're less drunk. How? What the fuck?
Because I am a large human who did not drink as many beers.
You're a big, beautiful woman, Jen.
He just called me a BBW.
BB Dubs. And I'm a BBC, big black cock.
Well, it was nice while it lasted.
Sydney's like, I'm never doing the live again.
She guessed. She said husband.
She guessed the husband.
She's like, this is way better on iTunes when it's all fucking edited.
when none of this makes it into the episode. Anyway.
Okay, so you're lucky she didn't get it right. All right. This maniac, they found him really quick. And the reason they found him is because that was her own son, Antony, which you're about to see.
Wow, why would he want to kill his mother? Because she was the heiress to the fortune and he would benefit
wants
from
to
it?
inherit? Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of reasons that we won't understand of why he wanted to kill her. But, well, I know one really good reason, but we'll get to that here in 2 seconds. Antony was too weak. Now, I might call him Tony, obviously, Antony Tony. He was too weak to drag his mother into oncoming traffic. This is the middle of the day. In London, you know they don't know how to drive. They're all over the fucking place. So...
I mean, they drive on the wrong side of the road.
Well, I don't know wrong, but opposite side of the road.
So,
to me, that's wrong.
Well, when you think about it, like when you're on the side,
Sydney says, "Oh snap!"
when you're driving in the UK, like when you park your car up against the thing, you can just get out of your car and go. Like you don't have to walk around.
Do you know So we had a buddy in the army that was from the UK. He's never driven. He was like 30 years old, and we were going down to Myrtle Beach. So we rented this. I think it was like 2012 or maybe 2010 when we did this. It was a 2010 Jeep. It was brand new. And we decided before we even went to Myrtle Beach to teach him how to drive for some reason. So we were in this abandoned parking lot and he runs this thing into a light pole. Completely totals.
That's sad.
And since we paid
You're like, I'm a bail.
Well, since we paid $5 for insurance, they just said, all right, it's fine.
That's like the one time you ever have purchased the car insurance at the rental agency.
Dude, always get the fucking insurance, man.
Oh my gosh.
You know, I think when we're making like Super Bank, I think one of the things I'm gonna purchase, other than to replace my car, is an adventure Jeep, like so I could drive it to the beach.
There you go,
dude. Sydney, I got a Jeep, man. 1994. I got the Jurassic Park Jeep. So mine's green, not red.
Hey, you like your green Jeep?
No fucking bullshit in there. I don't have any computers. My battery starts up every time. My Jeep's good, man. I love my Jeep. I could drive my Jeep off a fucking cliff and that shit will still start. Y'all's pieces of shit, doubt it. Yeah.
Sydney had a 93. See that?
See, she knows what's up, man.
That's what I'm gonna get when we're making bank. Is a Jeep.
An old Jeep, like a Wrangler Jeep.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you keep acting like we're about to make some money all of a sudden?
Because we are all of a sudden making money.
Win the lottery or some shit?
At $670
she
million
had a green
on
one
the
too.
Powerball.
Oh shit, really?
Aw, that's sweet.
You just take that shit back. I bet it's the same one as mine. Mine's a 94.
Yeah.
It gotta be the same model.
It's the same. Yeah, probably looks exactly the same.
Yeah. I gotta get a new soft top for mine. Mine's all fucked and raggedy.
The dogs keep
I love that
sticking
shit, man.
their heads.
It's got an inline six. That shit will start up wherever the fuck. I never have to worry about it ever. And if I gotta, You gotta pee out of your pussy.
No, I have to take the chicken pot pie out of the oven. So
I knew it was either pee out of the puss or take the chicken pot pie out of the oven.
Well, you better be thankful she's thinking about the chicken pot pie, because otherwise we have burnt pot pie.
Shit, I might as well pee too.
Well, she's not peeing.
Yeah, but I'm saying I might as well pee. Keep people entertained here.
Okay.
Jen, you hate me.
I do not hate you. So, Sydney, it's just you and I. What would you like to know? Are you not entertained?
That is gonna be so good.
Oh, I can't wait. I haven't had chicken pot pie in so long. That was a big fucking pie.
I know. I
That thing's
know.
like 14 inches.
Like that's gonna last us a couple days.
Y'all
So
still
if
eat
you would
chicken
like
pot
to
pie.
take some home, so you can have some for like lunch tomorrow or dinner
That
tomorrow.
would be good. I still have a couple of factor meals, and I forgot to stop them for this week, so I have some coming in on Tuesday too.
Just stick them in the freezer.
Do I still make the lamps? I have not made a lamp in a very long time, but that doesn't mean I wouldn't. If you would like one, I can figure that out.
You've got some good. There's a really cool tequila bottle that I've found that I was
Yeah?
like, oh my god, this would make an awesome lamp.
Oh,
Actually,
I would actually enjoy doing that for you.
like consuming
Yes.
it and then making.
I
a lamp.
have a collection of bottles that I intend to make into lamps, but I have not done that in a long time. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do for Christmas this year, because I've been crafting. You want one? What kind of liquor do you want?
You don't want one. They're not really
Gin.
well made.
She wants a gin.
You know, they're kind of cheap quality. Honestly, I got one last year.
You did not get one for one because you're not worthy of one. Clearly. Jen is about to cut you.
Shank you. Last year, so I'm trying to figure out what type of craft I'm going to do for Christmas this year. Last year I did coasters.
I have it.
Why don't you just buy people stuff?
Because it's not as personal.
Okay, ready? Decoupage oyster shells.
Yeah.
So I've started finding some,
Hendrix.
and I
Is
was
that-
like, we should make
Hendrix
a shop
gin?
on Etsy.
Is that your favorite liquor, Hendrix? I never heard
Yeah,
of
Hendrix
It's
gin. It's
yeah.
a very nice
It's a green
gin.
bottle, right?
Hell yeah, Sydney, we can do that.
I was gonna make an Etsy shop called Jen's Lit Lamps and Gifts, because did I tell you what I was gonna make you guys for your anniversary?
I'm going to register that. so you would have to be Jen's lamps and gifts too.
But
Holy shit.
did I tell you what I was gonna make? Because I remember when I was like, I need a copy, or did I ask
We got to
you?
get on with the story.
It's gonna take
people.
2 seconds. I need a I need you to send me your wedding pictures, because I was gonna make you coasters in the style, and so they look like Polaroids.
Cute.
So you have like a white coaster, and then the picture, and you Mod Podge it, and you
That's very cute.
But you never sent me your wedding pictures.
No, I didn't.
Because she's embarrassed.
And you're not on
That
Facebook
I'm
anymore,
in.
so I
You
couldn't
can't
access
steal
them.
She's embarrassed.
Where
'cause
can
I'm
I
in
get them? I've got them on my computer.
Send them to me, because I wanted to make them for you for
Okay.
your
You can-
anniversary.
You can pick out your favorite ones.
I'm gonna make a
right.
variety pack, because I
So-
know you
I
guys
like
like
it.
coasters and your wedding. So
I do like coasters.
So, all right, moving on from the whatever y'all were talking about. That is the attempted murder of the mother from her own son. Now, we're going to talk more about the murder here in a second, but this is what the psychiatrist told the mother 18 days before she was actually murdered by her own son with a butcher's knife.
Oh my gosh!
And
I hope
you
if
wanna
I
read
have a
this-
kid, they don't want to murder me.
If you want to read this is from the psychiatrist.
I saw Antony Baekeland for the first time on the 30th of October, 1972, 18 days before the crime, and afterward I told his mother, quote, "Your son is going to kill you," end quote. She replied, quote, "He's been murdering me since he was born.
Oh.
Whether for him or his father, I don't know. I'm used to murder.
Shit.
This isn't a metaphor," I told her. This isn't an analysis game. I think you're at grave risk. And she said, "I don't."
Oh, well, famous last words. I mean,
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah, no shit.
So they just did not get along.
This is
Oh,
her right here.
Look, he's trying to strangle her there.
Oh my God.
That's fucked,
Sydney
yo.
goes, "Oh, wow, I thought I had it hard." Ah.
Oh shit. She is beautiful. You can tell her hair's red there,
Yeah.
Yeah.
just because the way it. I don't know. It's
Because
like
of the light, even
the
though it's a black,
sepia?
it's a sepia colored.
yeah sepia color.
But you can, I mean, it's, yeah.
She is cooing the baby. Cooing.
Yeah.
Cooing.
Shushing, cooing.
Shaking. No, shaking.
She's not shaking. She's not shaking the baby in that photo.
Shaking. Holy shit.
Damn, John.
There's another 2 negative 1 stars. I'm just kidding. All right, this
List of people I would trust my baby with.
You know what's amazing is
Oh,
John
yeah?
is actually really good with
I
children.
know.
I'm
Oh,
gonna take
I
care
know.
of your dog,
I know you
or
are.
at least for the first day until he runs off.
Oh my God. I'm serious. Like,
We should be worried about taking Murphy to the
yeah.
beach.
Dude, we've
like,
got-
like, please, like, honestly, if it's gonna be easier, you can leave him at home when you guys go to the beach.
Are you high?
No, but I just.
You want me to leave that fucking wrangly mutt around this house?
He is not a wrangly mutt.
I think you're describing Luna.
All right, let's get on with this before Sydney leaves us. This right here, who you're looking at, is a picture in better times. This is the newborn Antony right now. Now, as Jim pointed out, and I didn't notice before, yeah, it looks like the baby is trying to strangle the mother.
He's hanging on to her necklace.
Yeah, I was just making a ill-tasted joke.
Can you tell the mother is... Can you tell the mother loves the child, or is it more...
Yeah,
of
of
a
course
show?
it looks like she loves a child.
I think that she's trying to get him to quiet down. I mean, like, or, I don't know. It doesn't look like she's upset with him, but maybe he was crying. I can't tell if he's just looking at her or if he's crying and she's trying to, like, be like, "Don't cry, it's okay."
Well, hopefully he doesn't look like his cheating piece of shit father.
Oh.
That's probably what she's thinking. So let's talk about Barbara's background really briefly before the baby and everything else. Her father commits suicide at the age of 11. Her father commits suicide when Barbara was 11. So this is before she was a Baekeland. Her father commits suicide, and not much is known about the mother.
Wait.
This is before the baby and everything else.
Wait. How can her father commit suicide at 11? That means
She was 11.
She was 11 years old. I literally made that clear.
Okay.
You need to stop drinking more.
0.12.
0.12. You fucking drunk, dude. How are you that drunk?
Do you feel drunk?
You must have not ate Bojangles today. I ate
didn't.
Bojangles twice and a Cinnabon. I'm fine. There's that diet shit, that salads and stuff.
Correct.
That shit's fucking you up. You must be seeing dubs right now.
I think I'm going to bring you guys some of my factor meals this week because I forgot to skip them.
Sure.
If you want.
I'll take them.
We'll take them, throw them in the trash.
No, I'll eat them.
I'll eat them because I don't get cooked for anymore.
Oh, shut up.
So when we're talking about Barbara's background right now, don't worry about this photo. This is when Barbara, before she became an heiress of the plastic
Fortune.
her father commits suicide at 11. This was January 1933. Now, this is the first news we actually know for sure about Barbara's family. Not much is known about the mother. One thing he did do right is he made it look like an accident. And he gassed himself in his garage. So keys turn to the on position, garage door shut, exhaust goes into your mouth, kills you, I don't know, 20 minutes, 40 minutes, something like that.
Similar to the young man who died, the Michelle Carter case.
Go ahead.
Conrad
Conrad
Murray.
Oh, fuck, I'm glad I didn't bet you on that one. Shit. Yeah, similar, yeah. So, I mean...
Except he was in a parking lot. He wasn't in a garage.
Yep.
Yeah, so this guy, I don't know how he actually made it look I don't know how he actually made it look like an accident, but the insurance policy did pay out. So they thought it was an accident. I can promise you that the mother didn't kill the father. We know that from just looking at Barbara's makeup and how she is. And you'll see that here in a second. But
And you mean her personality, not her makeup, like...
yeah, her personality. But the father, now this sounds fucked, but you're about to see why I'm saying this. The father most likely killed himself because of the mother's mental instabilities, mental decline and instabilities. There were some mental health issues that was going on with the mother that was 130% passed down to Barbara. Now, Barbara inherited these mental, whatever it is. I mean, depression, anxiety, the whole list of them. She inherited them, or she learned them from her mother, whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
But she definitely had them. So you're gonna really see that here in a second. But anyway, her father commits suicide when she's 11. Her mother and her moved to the Delmonico Hotel in New York City. Now, for her, this was actually a good move because she's 11 now. Let's say she gets there when she's 12. She starts filling out, growing up. She's already beautiful. Now she's in New York City where a lot of wealthy people are, where a lot of people can get noticed if you're, beautiful and stuff like that. Yeah, she's not in Hollywood, but this better than Cambridge, I would imagine, for being. I mean, I don't know. Cambridge seems like smart university.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe that's because of fucking MIT.
Sorry, I think I just kind of heard the better than Cambridge part of it, and that's where I was going off because I don't think any town is better than Boston.
Well, New York City, like at the time, I mean, it was popping. I mean,
I mean, for as far as like trying to get noticed and like modeling and all that jazz,
So let me tell you about Barbara, her mission in life. And this isn't a bad thing. Shit, I would fucking do it. She wanted to marry into a wealthy family. That was her goal in life. And there's nothing wrong with that. I don't know, maybe you think there is, but she was beautiful. She knew she could get a rich man. She wanted to marry into that. And that's what she wanted to do. Mm-hmm. And New York City was a perfect place to do that. She had it easy. She was beautiful, and guys, even married men would, turn their heads and look at her and think, well, maybe my wife, she is over 30. My wife is over 30, so let me think. Just like Jen traded in her new car for that newer model. Shit. I'm gonna fucking get murdered.
Shit, if a wealthy man wanted to come talk to me, I'd talk to him. But
I'm literally gonna get murdered. I don't know how I got off to that. Anyway, let me fucking get it back on track. She has a model career posting. She had a pretty good model career. Vogue magazine. She became a socialite really quick. Now, she wasn't from a wealthy stock, but she did have the life insurance money. But she did, after she posted her Vogue magazine and some others, she got noticed. She fell into the crowd, the Gatsby types of crowd, and she became a socialite instantly. And she was something that men wanted. They wanted her. They wanted to marry her, so she had easy pickings.
I feel like I would enjoy the life of a socialite. You just go to parties and meet all of the rich people and drink with them.
So the term
I don't know, actually.
The term is what was that term? Damn it, I have it somewhere in here. It's a term that means you seek life pleasures, and that's all you care about. It starts with a D. Can't think of it.
Not a debutante.
No, you have to be fancy for that.
It's D something. Oh yeah, hedonistic. That's what I'm looking for.
Hedonistic.
Yeah, hedonistic. So there's some Bible terms. So that's the term means seeking pleasure. So, and the reason I'm bringing that up is because this family, her and her husband that she's going to marry into, which his grandpappy is the founder of the plastics.
Right.
If you use anything, you fucking use. I mean, fucking like we have 30,000 things in this studio that were made by her husband's grandpappy, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know,
This table.
at the end of the day, everything in plastic was invented by him, pretty much. So obviously they're fucking extremely wealthy, but they're also hedonistic, which means they seek. I mean, they don't have to do anything. You marry into the plastic empire. What are you gonna do? Fucking work at a school? You gonna mop up Wendy's? You fucking kidding me? Your allowance is like $20 million a month. Are you fucking kidding me? You're gonna get on a yacht and fucking tan and look good, and hang out with Andy Warhol and Steven Seagal. I don't know if they were around the same time, but you know what I'm saying. Why did I say Steven Seagal?
I don't know.
I don't know, but I'm just thinking of that Mad TV sketch that we watched with Will Sasso.
Yeah, I love him. Oh shit. All right.
Watching Mad TV.
So she did have a modeling career, but her acting career didn't really take off. She didn't find stardom. She did almost star in a role with Dana Andrews. And if you know who Dana Andrews is, good for you, because you're older than us and you're listening to us, and we commend you. I have no idea who it is. But she did become fast friends with Cornelia Baekeland, which obviously Baekeland is an heiress to the plastic company. Her brother.
Cornelia's brother.
Huh?
Cornelia's brother?
Cornelia. Yeah, so she becomes friends with Cornelia at this big party, Gatsby-like party, and her brother is introduced to Barbara. The brother's name is Brooks. Now, he is a training pilot. He's a pilot in training in the Royal Air Force in Canada, but, you know, he's an heir of the plastic empire. He doesn't have to do shit, you know? And in fact, he actually eventually doesn't do shit. Let me show you. There's one quote that I wanted to, let me see. Oh, we'll get to it.
But, I mean, he was serving his country, so that's cool. Before he didn't do anything.
Ugh, I'm fucked up now. What do you guys, any questions or anything?
Mm-mm.
So she meets Brooks. Now, Brooks was a very handsome man. I'm going to show you his mug here in a second. Very handsome, slept with a lot of women. Player. He would actually bet his friends, hey, the next girl that I'll give you $1,000 that I'll sleep with the next girl that walks into this room. Like, he's been quoted as saying that shit. Like, when he's married, like he was cheating on Barbara and everything else. They actually get married because Barbara apparently, now this is all he said, she said bullshit, different sources, but apparently Barbara said that she was pregnant and she wasn't at the time, so they married. So now she's locked down, and I would do the same thing, motherfucker. This is the plastic empire. I'm fucking pregnant, yo. You gonna have to marry me. Once you get that ring, Jen, you good, man. You good. Because even if he divorces you, fuck, you got settlement.
Unless there's a prenup.
Any good lawyer can fucking argue past that shit, though.
No.
I mean, PR people, you want... anyway. All right. So she says she's pregnant. She's not. They get married. Now, this is before he knows about her mental health issues. Let me just tell you, before they even get married, a Foster Kennedy, which apparently in the 60s was a well-known physician, probably a Freudian practitioner, very well-known in New York City. All the celebrities would go there, celebritants, whatever. They would go there to get psychiatric help. He was the man, the best that came, and he demanded high prices.
Was he a descendant or not descendant, student of like
I mean,
Freud?
his name is Kennedy, so fuck.
No, but I mean, as far as where he studied, do we know? Like, because early in
I don't know nothing about him. I just know every paper said he was
the best.
the best. They talked about, I mean, these papers from the 60s.
Yeah.
They're like, oh my God, she went to Foster Kennedy. Anyway, this guy said that, quote, when he found out that Brooks Baekeland, the heir of the plastic empire, was getting married to Barbara, he said, quote, God forbid that they have a child,
Ooh.
end quote. Because he was previously treating Barbara. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And any I don't think you're supposed to go on record and say shit like that.
No.
But any psychiatrist that says, yo, my patient is fucked.
Well, you're really not supposed to disclose who you're treating to the public.
Mm-hmm.
She has, and this came from her mother, depression, breakdowns, a constant drinker until she blacks out. I think I just described the Talk Murder to Me podcast here a second.
Anyway,
You're not wrong. I don't think I've actually ever blacked out,
Oh, God.
except for when we recorded that absinthe episode. I think I did black out because I don't remember much about that night except ending up on the floor.
This is a little bit about her personality. This is from one of her friends. If you want to read this.
friends who accompanied the Baekelands on a skiing holiday to Switzerland described how she stood out in the snow on the night of a full moon, kneeling and wailing like a demented creature.
She had some major mental health issues that are going to become very apparent here soon. He decided to cheat on her a lot, and she would cheat on him too, but it wasn't sounds like my sister. What sounds like your sister?
The blacking out and
Oh, the
stuff.
blacking out? Oh shit, I'm sorry to hear that. You know,
I can relate.
I used
I mean,
to
not me, but my sister.
I used
Oh,
to
don't put that in there.
Jen, I can't take it out of the
My sister's not watching the live.
Well, I'm saying I ain't taking it out of the live.
Right, that's fine. She's not watching the live.
But yeah, I used to have kind of a friend, not a friend really.
Ian?
No, Jen.
Oh.
Not Ian. My only other friend.
No, you have Jess too.
No, y'all have Jess. Y'all keep bringing her back into my life.
Oh, you do not. You don't want Jess back in your life?
I'm just saying.
We
She's
love-
like my sister.
we love
at this
Jess.
point.
Yeah. I mean, at this point.
She's like my sister. I feel like she's my sister.
That's sweet.
So,
I'm just saying, you know.
You guys
Y'all
are like
keep
my
texting
siblings.
her and shit. This is fine. This is whatever. Anyway, what the fuck was I saying?
You had one friend.
Oh yeah. So going back to what Sydney was saying. So I had one friend when I used to work at a gym. I never heard this before, but everyone would refer to him as a crash test dummy. Have you ever heard that?
No.
Like someone that gets so drunk that they just black out. You know how crash test dummies just
Yeah.
kind of shit.
Yeah.
I mean, and this dude drove a moped.
moped?
That's what I said.
Moped.
What did I say? I said moped.
Moped.
We got you.
Moped.
A motorbike.
This guy drove a moped.
Moped.
This guy drove a moped. God damn it.
Whatever.
This guy drove a moped, so it's like, I mean, nothing wrong with mopeds, yo, but you know that's the only car you can't.
It's like a Vespa.
He drove it because he got his license taken away. That's what I'm trying to say. I know I'm a little drunk.
Anyway,
Where the fuck were we going?
I don't know.
Stop getting me goddamn off fucking track, yo. What
You're
fuck?
the one who said it.
I'm trying to eat chicken pot pie.
It's going to be a while, apparently.
her and her husband was cheating on each other, but she didn't get the same reception that her husband did. So when she would cheat on her husband, you would expect her husband to be like, oh my God, I'm going to change. I want to kill that guy. But most times the husband was like, yeah, I bet he's nice. Can I give you an allowance and then I divorce you and then you marry him? That's happened more than once. So you can tell, you know, most people that have an affair, I don't want to say most people that have an affair. I don't know. It seems like a lot of people that have an affair do it to get back at their spouse. Is that a thing?
I don't know. I've never had
I
an
don't know.
affair.
Well, you know what I'm saying. Like, but she did it to get back because he was having an affair. But then he didn't give a fuck that she was cheating on him.
Because he was already cheating on her.
Because he wanted out of the relationship. She was, from what he thought, a basket case, right? She is fucking insane. You know, insane.
Insane in the membrane.
Every time the husband would cheat on her, she would try to kill herself. And she would make it publicly known, too. So she would, if she had a Twitter, she'd tweet about it, but obviously that wasn't a thing. But she would tell everyone that would listen. She was even in a creative writing group. So she would say, oh, on this day I slit my wrist because my husband was cheating on me with a French maid. She would be very vocal about trying to kill herself. And that looked bad on the plastic empire, right?
Yeah, but I also feel bad because she was probably searching for help at the same time as sharing that.
Mm-hmm.
So what does this guy look like? I'm going to show you a picture. Sounds like
I feel like he has a mustache.
he's probably pretty hot, right? Yeah, actually, I guess in the 60s he would be hot.
Oh, yes.
Oh, shit. He kind of looks like Chris Hansen.
No, he almost looks like Frank Sinatra. Like,
Oh,
he
yeah, I
looks
guess
very
he does,
similar
yeah.
to Sinatra.
So this is Brooks right here. Brooks. This is a quote from Brooks right here. This will sum up this guy in a nutshell. Exact quote from Brooks, who you're looking at right here. Thanks to my grandfather, I have fuck you money.
Oh.
Therefore, I need not to please or seek to please, astonish, astound, dazzle, or be approved by anyone. End quote. Another quote by him. Quote, my house was always buzzing with beautiful, silly, tipsy people. End quote. Fucking rich people, man. You know, fuck this asshole. Right? God damn it. I hate rich people. I would totally be this guy. I would be this guy in a heartbeat.
You would cheat on your wife?
No, I'm saying I would be rich. Why are you always going to bring it up like that? Damn it.
I mean, I'm just saying.
I'm saying I'd be rich. Y'all about to piss me off. That's what's going on.
We're about to get some fuck you money.
God damn, I wish, yo. Jesus Christ. Maybe eventually.
I mean, he is a very handsome fella.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Sydney? You think he's handsome? He's very skinny, man. Look at this suit. I mean, I guess that was a thing back then. Look how he's looking. He's looking at me like he just wants to take me to Pound Town. And I'm okay with that.
That's great.
He's like, boy, turn over. Time for Pound Town.
And you're like, how much? Name your price.
All right. Thanks to my grandfather, I have fuck you money. Therefore, I need not to please or seek to please, astonish, astound, dazzle, or be approved by anyone. Sydney's like, yeah. What's his number? What do you think the son looks like?
A combination between the parents.
I'm sure he's quite attractive, actually.
Yeah. Unless he's not. Because sometimes two beautiful people make an ugly baby. Not often.
Jesus Christ.
I'm just saying. Sometimes it doesn't work out. Sometimes it doesn't work out.
Doesn't work out and they're fucking ugly? What do you do with them then? Put them in the closet.
Hope that they have a good personality, I guess.
Jen, you are sounding like a total shithead.
Yeah, I am. I would like to retract
really
that
good.
statement.
Because I said something really stupid a minute ago, and everyone's forgotten about it.
Yeah, he's just gonna put my bad quote on replay.
Loop. All right.
Loop that, future John. Loop that.
Okay, so this is Antony. They gave birth to Antony Baekeland on August 28, 1946. Now
That's the year my dad was born.
She's good. She got a baby now. She's good. She's in the plastic empire.
Yeah, but she may have that doesn't look like her.
Well, no, that's not her. That's the son.
That's the son?
That's the son, yeah.
Oh, okay.
That tried to kill her. That threw her in traffic. Do you guys not remember that? Were you too drunk? We talked about him smashing her fingers in the gate. Ching, 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 ching. And then trying to throw her in traffic. But he's too weak. Obviously, look at him. He's really weak looking. He's a weakling.
I mean,
not being mean, but he is very weak looking as an adult there.
That he's an adult there?
Well, he's 16, 17.
Well, I thought that was their daughter.
There you go. That's what I'm saying. This Tony, was trying to push his mother in traffic, couldn't get her off the gate, goes into the home to get a carving knife. That's the boy.
What was the hate behind his mother?
I'm
why?
gonna tell you. And if you don't want to finish this episode, you can go watch the movie Savage Grace by Julianne Moore. Is that her name?
Julianne
Moore.
Oh, she's a redhead. Okay,
Yeah.
So she would play the
Yeah,
lady.
she's the Jen.
Okay.
Redheads. Yeah, there you
Savage Grace.
All right, they gave birth to Antony Baekeland August 28th, 1946. They moved all over. Now, the family, they don't have jobs. This is rich people. So if you think of, I don't know, what's a really rich family?
The Kardashians.
Yeah, the Perry family. Yeah, so the Perry family, just kidding. The Kardashians or whatever, they don't actually have to do anything. They just travel and, whatever the fuck they do.
The Vanderbilts.
Take poopies on golden toilets. I don't know. And then Instagram it.
Did you know that Anderson Cooper is related to the Vanderbilts?
I did.
I have a lot of respect for Anderson Cooper. I saw him on, so I guess when in his younger days, he was filming The War. Not younger days, he was still fucking silver.
A silver fox.
But he was like, in, I believe, Baghdad or whatever, dodging bombs and shit. I had a lot of respect for him after I saw that. I was like, damn, dude.
He's very good reporter.
Yeah, I can tell. I was like, damn. You got, you attracted to younger men.
He may be.
So.
I guess I'm a man nowadays. And
Yeah.
Just
Well, he is gay.
Well, yeah, I know, but he wouldn't like me.
You don't know that.
So should I message him or?
I think he has a partner and a baby.
All right. So this is Antony. What do you think about him, Sydney? Does this look like a boy that would try to kill his mother?
No.
On multiple occasions. This is not once. And in fact, he actually tried to kill his grandmother. Stabbed her 8 times. We're about to get to that here in a second.
His name was Antony?
Well, Tony. Everyone called him Tony.
Should have been Damien.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, Damien.
Like the
I'm
Omen?
actually, I'm reading the Omen now. It's on my
Really?
nightstand, yeah. Nicole can't look at it. She's like, devil.
I know. I thought so too, Sydney.
They gave birth to...
That's what I thought too. He looks like a young adult woman.
That's so that's the weakling. And I'm not trying to be mean, but I mean, he can't even pry. He is about to be fucked up. You're about to see.
I wouldn't say that it has to do with him being a weakling or not. It's just he has very feminine features.
Yeah, I know, but he could not pull his own mother off one hand grabbing the gate.
Well, then he needs to go to the gym if he wants to be strong. You can work on strength. You just can't work on. You can't necessarily
All right. So this is Antony Baekeland. Go to talkmore.com if you want to see that. He was born August 28, 1946. I'm I'm telling you right now, Barbara or Brooks. Brooks, number one, most of the time he was in another woman, literally didn't give a shit about his wife nor his son, especially not his son.
Well, that's
Hated
sad.
his son. Thought his son was there's a quote in here I won't get to, but it was something, the reincarnation of evil or some shit. I'll get to that in a second. But Antony was schizophrenic. He was actually diagnosed with schizophrenia. He was also diagnosed with extreme paranoia.
So he was a paranoid schizophrenic.
Yeah. The father refused to get him treatment because he thought his son was the epitome of evil. I'll get to the exact quote later. It's not in this slide.
Well,
but and also that psychiatrists are amoral.
Well, yes, the view on mental health was completely different, especially during that time period. And I believe like the 40s, 50s, that's really when, you saw like the not in my backyard, like people didn't want anything to do with like the NIMBY. They didn't want anything to do with mental health. Patients, especially people that were homeless and couldn't take care of themselves. And you saw the institutions. And so from that point forward is when it really changed. But that he was kind of like mental health wasn't taken as seriously as it is today.
We've been recording for fucking 2 hours just this episode. We got to get this shit going.
Then
How the fuck did we get so goddamn sidetracked? Holy shit.
Tampons.
I gotta fucking book it right now, yo. Because we have a time, we rent the studio, so. I'm just kidding. Antony was schizophrenic and paranoid. The father refused to get him treatment because he believed psychiatrists were amoral. Antony had a marked stammer, and he, quote, enjoyed pulling the wings off butterflies.
Oh,
end
no.
quote.
Ew.
Like, he actually did that. His first homosexual experience was when his first homosexual experience with, damn it, I'm drunk. I'm sorry. His first homosexual experience I'm like, oh man, I'm already drunk. As I grabbed the beer.
It's like, do you have any just straight Coke in that can, or?
His first homosexual experience was when he was 8 years old.
Ooh.
And he brought a female classmate home to visit for the weekend. And let me see. Oh, fuck. Sorry, guys. I'm way off track here. 1 second. Let me move on from that. Because I don't have the slide for that. I don't want to say something stupid wrong.
Well, it's also, yeah. Okay, go.
Okay,
forget
moving
that.
on. Sorry, Sydney. Moving on. I'm a little drunk. This is what they wanted their son to be.
They wanted the boy to be a genius, said artist Yvonne Thomas. That's what struck me. I felt uncomfortable with him because I felt he had to be something.
So, it's hard to explain this, but Barbara and Brooks were hedonists. All they cared about is themselves and the pursuit of pleasure. And pleasure to them means to be the in crowd. They wanted people to admire them. They wanted people to know that they're rich and wealthy and successful and happy and all this shit, right? Which in the end doesn't really fucking matter. So what they didn't want or give a shit about is giving their son any type of care or love whatsoever. They didn't give a fuck about him. They didn't give a shit about him at all. I mean, didn't give a shit about him. But what they did want to do was show, okay, yeah, we do have a son, yeah. Yeah, I'm glad you asked. We do have a son, yeah. He's actually a genius. Yeah, he's a genius.
So they wanted their son to be able to
keep up, I guess.
Not keep up, but they wanted it to so they can brag about him.
Yeah, they don't want to be like, yeah, here's my son. We're all successful, and he's fucking failing out of high school, and he's a skater like John Perry type of shit. You know, they don't want that. They want, oh, he's a genius. He's He's an artistic genius. But then you see this artist right here, Yvonne Thomas, says, that's what struck me. I felt uncomfortable because I felt he had to be something. And he wasn't. He wasn't a genius.
So
he wasn't a great artist.
So he felt immense pressure from his parents.
Yeah.
Right.
And not only that, but you see the power the parents had, because this artist says, I felt uncomfortable because you have these rich parents that are empire wealthy from the plastic empire. I mean, this is like Warren Buffett saying, hey, I need you to mentor my son. He's a genius. And what are you going to go to Warren Buffett and be like, yeah, your son sucks, man. Like, he ain't good. No, dude, that's why this guy's feeling a bunch of pressure, because his son's not good. He's regular. In fact, he's really weird. When he was in art class and stuff, in multiple occasions, everyone's, shading the apple. You put the apple in the light, the little light, and you see the shade. And this is the shading class. This is how we're going to practice the shading techniques. He's drawing fucking serpents coming out of dead bodies and shit.
Oh, shit.
Blood everywhere, just completely off the fucking wall. Just like mental health. Like, dude, you're not a genius. You just need help, man. Like, it was like serious. Everyone knew this. Everybody. I mean, even the psychiatrist said, your son's going to fucking kill you.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Get the fuck out. Like, literally, I interviewed your son. He's going to literally kill you. He tried to before. Like, your son he's got mental problems. Like, bad. He's not a genius. He's literally just going to fucking kill you. And everyone was saying that. All the friends and everything. Well, not the yes people. The yes people.
Yeah.
Yeah, not those, but
the people that wanted to be in with them.
Yeah, exactly. So, sorry. Yeah, kind of. Quote, Antony Baekeland, in fact, was simply another plaything for two selfish, Gatsby-like individuals who counted Salvador Dali, which is the clock guy, the weird...
The melting clock, yeah.
Salvador Dali...
He had a mustache.
Yeah, the curly mustache.
Yeah.
Salvador Dali, Dylan Thomas, which I'm not sure who that is, and Tennessee Williams, which I'm pretty sure is a musician.
A jazz musician. He was African American.
Big Mouth. Remember the Big Mouth show? He was in the attic. He was the ghost.
Yeah.
That's a different artist.
Oh, I thought it was. Anyway, Tennessee
Williams is a writer.
Okay, I thought he was a jazz musician.
Yeah, me too. Anyway, the couple, Barb and Brooks, counted Salvador Dali, Dylan Thomas, and Tennessee Williams amongst their entourage. Now, these are all people in the 60s, but just imagine them being Jessica Biel. Is that her name, Jessica Biel?
Mm-hmm. That's
Jessica
one of them.
Biel and
Justin Timberlake
and Jason Bieber. All them people.
Jason Bieber.
What?
Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber. Jason Bieber. All the people. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't watch. I'm fucking lonely.
We got you. Oh, John.
Why are you looking at me like that? All right. Anyway,
That made me
moving on.
sad.
And all right. Sorry, Sydney. She's like, I done logged off a long time ago. Now, the mother and father, Barbara and Brooks, would actually make their son read to their socialite friends. And they would make him read from Marquis de Sade. I looked him up. The guy that wrote 50 Shades of Grey.
The lady.
Girl.
Oh, excuse me. The girl that wrote 50 Shades of Grey said that shit that he wrote was too extreme for her. So, this guy wrote 120 Days of Sodom, which I started reading that as fucked. They would make their own son. Now he was 12, 13 at the time, sit in front of all their wealthy friends and read from 120 Days of Sodom, which is nothing but a demented sex perversion novel.
Total opposite of 500 Days of Summer.
Oh, well, I don't know what that is.
That was a movie.
You didn't see that movie?
I didn't care for it.
Well, I'm also
I
a guy.
loved
and
that movie.
I
like-
only like the scene with the flash mob.
I like football and wrestling. So
No,
and,
you don't.
like,
You
girls.
like none of those things.
Well, he likes girls.
Perhaps. Questionable.
My mom
After the
has that
conversation
book.
with Anderson Cooper.
My mom has what book? 120 Days of Sodom?
No, 50 Shades of Grey. I think that's
Oh.
My
what
mom
she's
read
going
all
for.
of them. I didn't read them, but my mom was like obsessed with them.
That's.
Isn't it just like regular missionary sex?
I don't know. No, it's
Oh,
like
no.
S&M.
Oh, well, if you do anything other than missionary, you're going to hell. Why would people read that?
I did watch the movies.
I saw the first one, and I saw it in theaters, and it was fucking hilarious.
I saw it in theaters
It was
with my
so
mother.
much fun.
Oh,
Oh,
whatever.
that's
It's
awkward.
hilarious. Like, oh my God.
I saw it with my girlfriends, and we
I'm
we went to
almost
Cinnabar
there. I'm
and had
almost there.
drinks, and it was fun.
I'm almost there. That's what you were thinking.
No,
As in orgasm and ing.
it
It
was.
was a sex movie.
Yeah, it was a sex movie.
But
and
it wasn't a porno. It was
hilarious.
just a movie.
It was
Is
so,
that a
it was
porno?
so cheesy.
It wasn't a porno.
Oh, they're not
The
getting
Sodom book.
My mom has that. Jesus Christ, I'm not going there, yo. I'm not trying to lose you as a as a
Don't leave us.
If you
Anyway.
want to research on that, you have to do that on your own.
All right, let me get on with this.
I
before
can
she
only
leaves us.
imagine.
All right, so he was homosexual. They thought he was bisexual at the time, but here's the thing. I don't know if it was a time period or the fact that they wanted to be something, you know, they were in the public spotlight, is what I'm trying to say. They did not want their son to be gay.
A lot of people during that time period, even today, less so today, but a lot of people during that time period especially did not want their child to be gay. It was not accepted at that time.
But it's kind of interesting, and I think they go in this in the movie too, but if you watch...
She a freak, she says.
So
Sorry.
if you... Yeah, go ahead and give me your mom's number. So if you watch...
It's okay. We know that John is into moms. It's okay.
I am into moms.
But he doesn't want a kid.
Fuck no. Not my own kid. Not yet. Still waiting on that call. It's about time. Isn't it? Well, they're about like 12 now, 13. I'm waiting till the 18-year-old and they're looking for their daddy. I'm just kidding. That's not me. This podcast is going downhill quiz.
What? Well, let's just get going and let's finish.
Fuck y'all, motherfucker. All right, let's do it. So, what the fuck is that just?
They didn't want him to be a homosexual.
They did not want their son to be a homosexual. That was the worst thing that could happen. But in Switzerland, when the son was alone, so here's the thing. If you watch the movie and read some more about the family, they pushed their son off to wealthy, like for instance, at one point they sent their son to spend the summer with some prince of, you know, whatever, some country. You know, the prince had this mansion and whatever, Prince Abdul or whatever the fuck. So the whole summer he spent there. This summer Antony spent in Switzerland. They were just trying to get him away because it was like they kind of knew he wasn't, you know, up to their expectations when they host these Gatsby parties. So they try to send him away as much as possible. So they send him to Switzerland. This is where he met a Jake Cooper, who was a bisexual Australian. Apparently he was a bad boy. So I was going a little bit into it. He would wear the leather jacket with the skull on it, and he was like into dark magic and shit, you know. He had all the drugs and hookups and stuff like that. And hookups and stuff like that. But the mother found out that possibly her son was having bisexual experiences with this guy, Jake Cooper. So she actually went down and grabbed the son and took him back. This is when she first knew that her son had these experiences and she was not okay with it. So she actually traveled, got the son back.
Well, because she didn't want him to bring shame upon their family.
Yeah, it's all about them. They're hedonistic. That was a perfect word I used for this episode. The mom was, let's see.
Title should be Hedonistic Hitman.
Right after this, everything changed. As soon as he got back, the mom grabbed him, and there was a whole debacle where he didn't have a passport, and they got arrested, and it was this big thing. But the mom brings him back, and this is where it starts going downhill quick. The mom is desperate now because she does not want her son to be gay or bisexual at all. So she starts bringing in women, girls, whatever, to have sex with him. For instance, and this is the first one she did. There was a young French girl that she knew that was actually attracted to Antony. She brought the girl over. Her name was Sylvie. Her name was Sylvie. They started hanging out, eating dinner. The family was together. They're all eating dinner. Everything's good. But a couple weeks go by. Barbara finds out, well, Antony's not having sex with this French girl. Her husband is. The husband is having an affair with this teenage French girl, Sylvie. So this is where this story, I mean, this is wealthy fucking people, right? I mean, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, or just shitty people. You don't have to be wealthy to be shitty.
Barb tried to kill herself when she found out. Now, this is a recurring theme, and I'm not going to go into it all the time, but it's multiple different things. Cutting her wrist, she'll try to drown herself. She'll do anything like that, and she does try to kill herself. She's saved almost all the time, well, all the time, by someone walking in or whatever that saves her. She does try to go through with it, but she is very open with it. So I try to kill myself. I try to drown myself because my husband is fucking this French girl, yada, 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 kind of shit. Very open with it. All right. So things are going downhill really quick. She tries to kill herself 1968 in February. She ODs on sedatives and vodka. The husband says, fuck it, and files for divorce and wants to marry the French girl. All right. Barb, after because she thought it was just a one-time thing. You know, they're having an affair, whatever. He'll break it off once I try to kill myself the first time. He says, fuck no, I'm done with you. I want a divorce. That's it. She tries to kill herself again by slashing her wrist. Then, quote, this is from Brooks, quote, faced with becoming a murderer for the sake of freedom, I gave up my girl, end quote. So he gave up his French girl, his French teenage girl, Sylvie, so he wouldn't think of himself as a murderer if his wife kills herself.
Right.
He has this kind of, you know.
Yeah.
Barbara started dating a Spanish physicist. And as I said before, this backfired because Brooks was actually ecstatic. He was like, oh, great. He's smart. He's got money. You know, why don't I give you an annual allowance if you let me divorce you? And I'll give you a yearly allowance to marry this guy. So obviously that's not what she wanted. She was cheating to get him to notice.
Yeah. She didn't want to be with anyone else. She wanted to be with Brooks.
Exactly, yeah. If you want to read this, Nicole.
Tony's homosexuality was a terrible shock to his mother, who fought against it with him ferociously. She simply could never accept it.
In 1968, the mom moves away because obviously Brooks wants to be with this young French girl. And at this point, she's about 40. She can't compete. This young French, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So she moves to Majorca.
Mallorca.
Where's that at? Mallorca.
Spain.
She moves to Spain. Mallorca. I never fucking heard of that. She moves to Spain with her son in 1968. she tries to cure her son again, who is still not bringing women home. He's trying to bring men home. She gets a bunch of prostitutes, brings home prostitutes, and pays them to have sex with her own son in their house. Now, they're living in a borrowed home. It's from some prince. The house was loaned by an Austrian archduke. Whatever. It was this home, and they said it was in shambles. Dude, this house is worth 50 times as much as the house we're in. Like this, it's shambles for a fucking wealthy socialite. But to us, it's heaven, right? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
This is not fucking shambles. But anyway, she referred to it as the dumps. Anyway, they're living in this beautiful house on a cliff overlooking all this
Mediterranean.
vast fucking Mediterranean shit, right? She's bringing prostitutes home, paying them per hour to go in her son's room and fuck him. And he would not have sex with them. So she is now, her whole mission in life is to cure him of his homosexuality. This ain't right. He can't be gay. What the fuck? I didn't raise a homosexual. This isn't right. That's her whole mission in life. Do you guys know where this is going?
Mm-hmm.
The prostitutes weren't working. This is 1968. So what does she do? What's her next thing?
Send him to get some therapy.
Mental Health Institute.
They're both drinking because they've been drinking and smoking weed. The mother allows it. They do it together. She rapes her son.
What?
She rapes Antony.
That
When
did not
he is-
go.
I did not see that
No,
coming.
I did not see that
Y'all
coming
didn't see
either.
that coming?
No.
No, absolutely not.
Who the fuck sees that coming?
Dude, she is fucking... You didn't see that coming for real?
No.
She moved to Mallorca with her son and is getting him prostitutes.
No.
And that's not working?
You
What
think
else?
that
What
that's
the
not
fuck
gonna-
else?
No. Like, I've never heard that before. No.
No.
Sorry, maybe I just kind of sprung that on you.
Yeah.
May I pee real quick? Real quick.
You
I don't
got-
know.
you
So
got
Sydney,
to.
can she pee? I saw. Thank you.
Oh
Sydney.
my God,
Goddamn.
Sydney saw it coming. Ha!
That's because she's in it. You in it to win it.
I did not see that
Sorry,
coming.
this episode we're about to wrap it up. It's not. I'm sorry. 2 hours and 18 minutes. What the fuck have we been talking about for 2 hours and 18 goddamn minutes?
It was like a half an
This
hour
is the
talking
fucking
about tampons.
Thursday fucking short episode. Holy titties! I gotta fucking edit this shit tomorrow. God damn it!
I definitely did not see that coming.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Nope.
Sydney saw it coming. I'm gonna kind of go on. I know Jen's peeing, but
Go ahead.
all right. They're at a house. Now, this is a house loaned by the Austrian Archduke. There is a villa that's overlooking a cliff viewing the... Damn it, Jen, what the fuck?
I didn't mean to slam that.
Jesus Christ.
Boom. I made my presence known.
They're in a villa overlooking the Mediterranean. Now, apparently there's no phone or electricity. And the weird thing about it is she was very open with it. I guess if you're a socialite and you don't have a job, you go to creative writing classes and shit like that. She writes full poetry, poems.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you said it right.
I said it right?
Yeah,
Poems.
good
Yeah,
job.
poems.
It was
She
the
writes
first-
full poems.
No, you had it right the first time.
She writes full poems.
Yeah.
She writes full poems. Oh, that sounds weird.
No,
Poems.
that's
Yeah, you're
that's
good.
correct.
You're doing so good. I'm so proud of you.
She writes full essays about her having sex with her son.
Like, I just don't. I mean, I guess she was dealing with mental illness. I'm not trying to defend her whatsoever. But I just don't understand, and I guess it's good that I don't understand, how you can think that's going to cure your son's homosexuality when actually it's going to traumatize him. Like, that's not normal. Like, that is not okay.
In the movie Savage Grace, you'll see Antony, and I meant to put a screenshot here of the movie, but you'll see Antony and his mother sleeping together with other men. So other men would come, famous celebrities, and they would sleep with both mother and son. Because
So like a threesome?
after she raped her son, his mental capacities declined greatly. And at this point, he would willingly have sex with his own mother. And you'll see why. He is not in the right state of mind. Let's just say that.
Well, no shit. Not
Yeah.
after that.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I mean, that doesn't make killing your mother right, but it doesn't.
Kind of get it. I kind of get it.
You kind of get it. The fuck is this the good incest? What are you talking about?
No, I kind of get that he murdered his
What
mother.
is your definition
His
of good
mother
incest? Because that's the
raped
second
him.
time that you've used that
He was-
term
he
in
was
this
a-
episode.
It was an homage to a horror movie that it was
Good
like a comedic horror movie.
They were saying
but
something.
but anyway, it like I kind of get that he murdered his mother after his mother raped him. You know?
Yeah, but he would continue sleeping with his mother. In fact, in one quote,
Yeah, but
I don't think I put this quote in here. You know, maybe I'll go look it up, but it was something like he told the psychiatrist, "Yeah, I'm fucked up. I've been fucking my mother for 1.5 years or something like that."
Yeah, that is fucked up.
No, I'm saying he knew it. So anyway, Sydney's like, "Where the fuck do you find these goddamn stories?" Jesus Christ. She was very open about it. Quote, she was very honest about it. She said she had done it to break him of his homosexual tendencies. Remembered Bernard Frimm, a painter, who met Barbara on a cruise shortly afterwards. She talked about it as though it was a therapeutic act, end quote. So it was therapy.
This isn't Oedipus.
Mommy-son therapy. Sounds like a porno on Brazzers.com.
This is not Oedipus. This is not like, it's not what you do.
Fucking bangbus.com. Talkmurder.com. Shit, I'm drunk. Okay, fuck. Now the father and his new wife Sylvie, the hot French girl, moves to Mallorca. What's his name?
Mallorca.
They moved to. Yeah, exactly. No shit, man. This is 2021, man. Why are people still giving a fuck about that? You know what I'm saying? God damn. Anyway, the father. See, I'm making breakthroughs here.
Proud of you.
The father and Sylvie moved to Mallorca, unknowing that the wife, or the ex-wife at this point, and the son is living there. Now this is terrible. The son, if you see here, this is a photo that the mother took of the son. There was a lot of these photos around the house.
That's so strange.
Yeah, so that's the photo you saw earlier. Remember of the guy's, the boy's face. Let me go back.
Yeah,
you
that's
saw
the
this
same
photo.
one.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So this is the actual photo. There was a lot of photos, nude photos of her son, taken by her in these weird positions. And that's her on the left there.
Yeah.
So the daddy comes to Mallorca with the French girl. And this is what she says, Sylvie. Quote, "It was very uncomfortable, very hard," recalled Sylvie. He left, and he's talking about Antony. He left messages for Brooks in our flower pots. He left messages for Brooks in our flower pots. I found one. It said, quote, "Daddy, please, Daddy, come back to Mommy so she's happy." And then Sylvie says, quote, "He acted like a little 8-year-old. Now at this point he's 25. So you can see.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the son, finding out that his dad was living in the area, would leave little notes that say, "Daddy, please come back to Mommy." It's just dude, no.
Are we sure it's not the mom leaving the notes? Because I
No.
feel like...
I mean, one of the friends said about Tony, one of the mother's friends, quote, "We saw him alone on the rocks, playing with crabs. He was sort of pulling them apart." Which I would too, man. Those things bite. Those things fucking hurt. Tony's strange behaviors was well noticed in school too. He was often dazed in his own world. He would, in art class, draw disturbing figures when people would just be drawing apples and shit. He would draw death and gore. And he told one friend, this is the quote, quote, "I am fucking my mother," Tony told one friend during this time. "I don't know what to do. I feel desperate." Barbara took a creative writing class and wrote about the incest with her son. She took photos of him, as you see there, and as she's taking these photos, now she's hanging these photos up on the wall. Oh, this was hanging up on the wall. And next to it was a photo that or an illustration that he drew of Mummy.
Oh, no.
So next to naked Antony in the bathtub was Mummy drawn in oil paint with her head decapitated with snakes coming out of it.
Yikes.
Yikes is fucking goddamn right. He started getting violent. Now, at this point, she's the ex-wife. She can't afford the best treatment. And actually, at this time, one second, Sydney says, "Do you guys think she was really trying to cure him, or did that
he may have reminded her of his dad."
Oh,
That's interesting.
That's a good point.
I think it's kind of a combination.
Maybe.
I don't know. If you go into her backstory before she even met the plastics empire guy, you get the sense that her mother or her father killed her. Her father killed himself to get away from the mother. You know what I'm saying? That's a really good question, though. I don't know, man. That's a really good question.
Well, maybe it was a combination. Maybe maybe he reminded her of her husband, and maybe that's why she justified it. Like, okay, this is gonna cure him of his homosexuality because I'm going to have sex with him.
But the husband was cheating a lot, dude.
Right.
I'm not just Sylvie, the French girl, but there were a lot. I mean, of women, a lot. I mean, this was a Gatsby, and the case is described as him being hedonistic, which is just pursuit of pleasure. Anytime he could find a woman willing to have sex with him, he would bet his friends that the next woman that walks in, I'll have sex with if you give me $1,000. Like he was, this was Jordan Belford. What was his name? Belford?
Yeah.
This was that kind of guy, I mean, worst type of people, man. Don't work for anything. I don't know. Anyway, that's a really good question, Sydney. Freaking, I don't know the answer to that, man. Maybe, for a mother to have sex with her own son, to rape her own son. And then, the son was so young at that point, still in the early teens. They just started having sex, man, like consensual sex with celebrities that would come over, I don't know if they knew that was her son or not, but I mean,
if there were drugs involved, it probably didn't matter so much.
I mean, yeah, that's a great question, man. Anyway, he started, and we're about to wrap this up. I know it's fucking long because Jen made it so long about periods and stuff. Barbara couldn't afford the treatment. You're the one that
brought up the periods.
Barbara couldn't afford the treatment that her son needed. And Brooks, the ex-husband, refused to pay because he thought psychiatrists were immoral and his son was the, quote, personification of evil, end quote.
Interesting.
That was that quote I was looking for earlier. One night before the murder or attempted murder, He beat his mother unconscious with a wooden cane.
Yikes.
After that, he was diagnosed as schizophrenic. He wouldn't do this, like the cane incident or anything. It's not like his mother and him are watching TV alone.
Mhm.
This was in front of wealthy other friends, a lot of friends that didn't come back,
Yeah.
obviously. But one night he smashed an egg on her face in front of a whole bunch of friends. They were having a dinner party. Smashes an egg in front of her face and starts choking her to death in front of all of her socialite friends. One night he tried to stick a ballpoint pen through her eyeball.
Oh my gosh.
Jesus Christ.
Yikes.
And she had to go to the hospital for that. In 1972, he was often found in a catatonic state, clutching himself and swaying to and fro. So if you think of the movies with the old mental patients, the mental institution patients that are just kind of going back and forth like
Yeah.
this, you know, maybe in the straitjacket, that's swaying back to and fro. That's what that means. He was often found in that in school, in a catatonic state, which is not in this world. You say, hey, what are you doing? He doesn't
Yeah,
even know you're responding.
non-responsive.
Yeah. He was taken to Lindsay Jacobs, a Dr. Lindsay Jacobs, which is a very well-known psychiatrist. This guy says, quote, your son is going to kill you. I think you were at great risk. And then about 2 weeks later, obviously. Now, if you want to, this is the paper. Now, this is kind of interesting. This is the paper the day after he was murdered. Now, there is a lot of papers, and they're all the same. Doesn't matter what paper, they're all the same. This is page 12.
So it's not even like it made...
Didn't make front page.
Well, it didn't make front page, but I kind of wonder if the mother, after she got murdered, would be upset that it didn't make front pages. I was just thinking, This is the murder day in November. Cops came to the house, and this is a woman's death charged to son. The body of his, if you want to read where it says the body of his mother.
The body of his mother, Mrs. Barbara Baekeland, 50, was found late Friday night in the blood-stained kitchen of $250 a week apartment in fashionable Cadogan Square near Buckingham Palace. She had been repeatedly stabbed. A blood-covered knife lay next to the body.
I also like to make it a point. It's interesting that the
$250.
No.
Oh.
The in the first paragraph where it was stabbing his wealthy blonde mother to death. So it's like what that was interesting that they used that as an adjective.
And the fact that they said of the $250 a week apartment,
Yeah.
I mean, back then that was probably I don't know, what, $1,000 a week, or
Something
whatever
like that.
it is. That's a lot of money back then. I mean, shit, it's a lot of money now. $250 a week.
Yeah.
Fuck. You know what I'm saying?
That's $1,000 a month.
But the fact that they put in that $250 a week, and that was in 1978, probably $1,000 a week, just means that that's what. I mean, honestly, let's be honest. That's what they were. They were just, they didn't amount to anything. They just lived off their grandpappy's wealth, and just. I mean, I'm just saying, man. You know what I'm saying? Didn't do anything for themselves. They just wanted to be known. Famous for famous. I don't know. So anyway, that was page 12. The cops come to the house and they find Antony, who had stabbed his mother, and you see the blood-covered knife lay next to the body. Stabbed his mother to death, finally got rid of her. He was on the phone. Who do you think he was calling?
Dad.
No, the friend, the boyfriend.
Sydney, who do you think he was calling? If you get it right, then...
Don't say anything about more shots.
We'll do 10 shots. She ain't gonna get it right.
We ain't betting that one.
10 shots over 3 episodes. 3 shots now.
1, 2, 3.
You better not be looking that shit up, man. If she gets it right, she looked it up.
There's a delay.
All right, let me just tell you. The cops come to the home. They bust in. The mother's dead. The prince. Very good guess, man. Very good guess.
That's what I said.
Did you?
Yeah, I said the boyfriend.
You said the boyfriend.
Yeah, that same guy from Switzerland.
That didn't mean their boyfriend and girlfriend.
Oh.
The boyfriend was her son, basically.
His
That was
boyfriend.
a good guess. You wouldn't have guessed it. That's why I bet so many shots. The cops bust into the home. The mother's dead on the floor. The son could give a fuck less. He's been raped by his mom for the past 3 years. He is on the phone ordering Chinese food.
Wonton
All right.
soup. He wants some wonton soup.
Fucking crazy. You know?
Don't mind me, you know. Do you guys want anything?
I would be goddamn pissed
A
if
number-
the fucking cops drag me off before that shit gets there.
C7?
I would
C7.
like some scallion pancakes, please.
Goddamn, that does sound good.
We
Okay,
like
okay.
our
Yeah,
chicken pot pie's been
I
ready
know,
for an
I'm
hour.
wrapping this up.
Hour and 15.
All right, let's wrap this up, Sydney. We're about to get off here. So obviously the son going through everything, you can hold him accountable, yeah, but I mean, obviously he's going to Jesus Christ. Obviously he's going to a hospital. So he went to the Broadmoor Hospital on July 21st, 1980. He was released. He's 33 years old. He went to New York City. So July 21st of the next year, he was released. He goes to NYC, lives with his grandmother, Nene Daly. Nene Daly is 85. 6 days after the hospital released him, which why the fuck did you release this guy? 6 days. He stabs her 8 times. An 85-year-old woman stabs her 8 times and she lives. She fucking lives. God damn. I mean, obviously she's dead now, but fuck. 8 times, 85-year-old? Fuck, dude, that is incredible to me. I don't know. 8 times, broke several bones. Finally, he was convicted of attempted murder and was sent to Rikers Island Prison. But he was in that situation where he was in prison now because we don't know what to do with him. But obviously, we're going to send him to another hospital. So he was in the transition. He was in Rikers Island Prison. He was expecting to be bailed out and sent to some hospital on March 20th, 1981, which was 8 months later. However, he was found dead in his cell at 3:30 p.m. He had suffocated himself with a plastic bag.
Oh, that's an interesting twist to
So
the
that
story.
is the rise and fall of
the plastic.
fucking plastic company, man. And obviously, the Baekelands are worth nothing now because you don't hear that name anymore.
It's universal.
Yeah, it's universal now. It's like cars. I mean, I guess Ford is worth a lot, but I don't know. Crazy, man. Trying to cure your son's homosexuality by having sex with him.
Probably not a good idea.
I would agree with Nicole on that.
The psychiatrist says, listen, 2 psychiatrists said, listen, let me be honest with you, man. I'm be straight up with you, dude. Your son's about to kill you. 2 weeks later, he's dead. The son, goes to the hospital, gets out in 6 days after he gets out, stabs his grandmother 8 times, and then kills himself with a plastic bag. That, you know what? I mean, if you could really dive into the story, and if you watch the movie Savage Grace, I haven't seen it, but I'm pretty sure it's what I'm about to describe. The mother and father didn't give a shit about him. They kind of just threw him over the rug. When they did bring him up, it was like, oh, he's a genius. He's just kind of weird, kind of shit. And then, whatever, man. I mean, fucking rich people, dude. What are you gonna say, man? Fucking rich people, Sydney. You and me, us. We all hustle. Any questions?
That was crazy.
That was a
couple of twists and turns.
twist. So for Friday's episode, Nicole's going to be talking about some Nazi pedophilia cult.
Pedophilia?
Oh, just the worst fucking people ever. Nazis. So, and she did a lot of research for a little limited series podcast called, if you go ahead,
Colonia. No, actually, it's called Dignidad, a Nazi cult in Chile.
Yeah, Nazi cult. So the Nazis actually fled to Chile. So we're going to be talking to Cole on Friday for that episode. So be sure to stick around for that. Yep, me too. And of course, we were on live chat today. I really appreciate you guys that got on. Sydney, thank you so much. Wolfie, thank you so much for getting on. And that's all I got for tonight's story. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Until next time, good night, you lovely, lovely people.